Massey.
Oh, dude, I can't.
You want to explain what you just did?
Yeah, explain that, please.
I hate Ted Lasso.
Why? It looks
I
like
will
good
never
soccer show.
watch-
Oh, that show's
I will
dog shit.
never
That is the show for 30-year-old white women. That dead ass. I'm sorry.
Why? It looks fun.
No.
I would never watch that.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Looked like an interesting thing.
Please, what even was that?
Oh, that was so yeah. that was I was dribbling my way to success. Me and Sophie are dating again. Thank
You're
you.
back?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
No, I'm playing.
I was gonna like, why are you act surprised? We already went over this.
No, I know. Yeah, congrats.
I was like, what? Huh? I was like, wait, what?
Congrats, bro.
Thank you.
I'm happy for you guys.
Yeah. Well, actually, we got back together after the pod on Wednesday.
Because you heard
Well,
the
after it
insight.
came out on Wednesday, I guess. What? Do you want some? What?
This?
I don't really want.
Thank you.
I asked you if you want
Words.
some. Why don't you use your fucking words?
Because you know, I thought we had that
Don't make it
unspoken.
go everywhere. It's gonna go everywhere. Just bite it. It's gonna go everywhere.
I'm actually nice.
Okay, so do some talking though.
Oh,
So you're back. Okay, so you're back. We're back. You're back. We're so
Yeah, we
we're
just-
so fucking back.
yeah, we're so fucking back.
Are you glad?
Yeah, I'm really glad.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh.
You were pretty upset about it.
No, I'm pretty happy about
I
it.
was pretty upset. I was pretty upset about it for you guys.
Yeah, there was. I guess there was just a lot more in the background that we had discussed, and then once we discussed it, it's a lot better now. I think.
PG Keen.
You know, communication is key. Even when it's hard to communicate, you have to communicate because that's when you're supposed to communicate. I guess.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Mm.
Oh. Or would you clap?
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think you'd be back?
Yeah. How over do you think it was?
I'll tell you a timeline. How the scale moved.
Okay.
So
We do
first
live
day
bet
out the jump, 0, obviously,
it? That was cooked. Yeah, of course.
and probably like,
I wouldn't say that's obvious, but
well, I guess in
Right
my-
when it happened, it's probably like, damn,
yeah.
it's over.
you say obvious as if like that's how every situation is.
Well, no, not how every situation, but in my mind, I guess
Right.
if it just
I
happened,
got
it's
you.
pretty much cooked.
I got you.
0 probably until I'm trying to think. Probably until like that Sunday before the pod last week, because then I had a PR team talk to her and be like, "Oh, like I'm gonna talk about the breakup, like make sure everything's kosher, nothing's taken the wrong way." Because in my mind,
Yep.
like in my mind, that like the ending of the text, it was like, "Oh, this is bad."
yeah.
That's what it sounds like in my mind. Yeah, then we just started talking again, and then it was like, let me think. Monday was probably like a 3. Monday morning, 6.
6 is pretty good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait.
Oh,
Monday morning. No, Tuesday morning, 6.
6.
Tuesday afternoon, 8.
Okay.
Wednesday morning, 10. Yeah.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah.
10, you were all the way back.
Pretty much, yeah.
10 was already there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
Probably end of the day Tuesday, I was pretty much locked in, I think. Yeah.
Yep. That's good.
Any
Which is funny because I had a quotable from which is actually funny because she also quoted it
From what?
When we broke up, she quoted it.
Oh, okay.
Because I said before, like, when me and my other ex-girlfriend from Minnesota, when she friend zoned me before we started dating, and I was like,
we said different.
Different Minnesota
different
things.
means Minnesota.
Minnesota.
But so she friend zoned me, and I was like, bet.
Obviously.
And then we ended up dating like a month later. And I told Sophia that, and she was worried because like, damn, if we're friends, he's just gonna come back around. In a reverse way, I guess.
Sure.
Well, it didn't make sense to me, to be honest.
What do you mean? Like if we became friends after the fact, that we would end up dating again.
Oh.
Because that's what I wanted.
And she at that point didn't want that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess in my mind, yeah.
Reunited and it feels.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So I mean,
That's
this
what I
weekend
was
we actually went. I went mountain bike riding.
For the first time ever.
Yeah.
On a simple machine.
Well, no, it was a pretty complex machine actually.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Haven't rode a bike since college. It probably.
What's as easy as riding a bike?
A little more complex, but yeah, it wasn't bad. A little more complex. So like, my ass is sore.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was taking to the fucking wringer and the washer and the fucking dryer.
You're stuck in the dryer, now your ass is sore? That's crazy.
And if I made the machine, it
What
would,
is your
it would
ass?
suck, not blow.
What did your ass? What?
Well, let
'Cause
me
of the seat,
finish. Let
I
me
assume.
What is your
finish.
butt being sore?
Oh, because he's going.
with the water.
Yeah. He's
Took
bouncing
my
on
ass
it.
to the cleaners.
He's bouncing on it.
Took my ass to the
Alright.
cleaners. I was bouncing on it with no rhythms, completely unrhythmic. So anyway,
A rhythmic.
unrhythmic bouncing. No, so anyway, so the way
you're
a mountain
white, that
bike
makes
works
sense.
instead, they're a lot more expensive,
Yeah.
and
Thick tires.
yeah, the tires are different. I don't know if you guys know, but they have like tires that don't like, they can't go flat.
They
They
basically.
grip.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like sealed with stuff that like if they puncture, automatically like, seals it.
Flex seal.
Pretty much. But anyways, my ass is sore because obviously you go over like roots and rocks, which is actually terrifying to me because anytime I think about biking and if I hit something, I'll just fucking die.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll go fucking like head over front wheel and die.
Yeah.
Did that happen to you?
No, it didn't happen.
He's
I only like slightly fell once. I never actually hit the ground. But my ass is sore because so obviously you have the brakes and you have
Yeah.
like a gear shifter.
Yeah.
Never used a gear shifter in my life.
I wouldn't touch that
Right. You
A
have to.
gear shifter
wouldn't.
on a
on a mountain bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bike,
Because it makes going up the hills easier.
but it's not motorized.
It unlocks
Gears
the
on a
swag. The swag unlocks.
You ever rode a bike?
Not in a long time. I know there's gears on
Yeah.
a bike, but shifting gears on a bike does that make my brain can't comprehend that.
When you're going uphill, you have to shift up. And when you're going
Okay.
flat or downhill, you shift down. That's it.
Sure.
So, and on the other side though, the exact same thing looks like a gear shifter is your like seat up and down.
Mhm.
So if you push down on it, it goes down, and you have to like put the force down. And if you like stand up and then press it, it'll like shoot up, not hit your ass, but it'll hit your ass wherever it is.
So you're just ramming yourself. In
No, what the problem was, and she kept telling me to stand up, like off my seat.
Oh.
Because you don't stand up off your seat, you're just
Yeah.
you're
You're
bouncing
whacking,
on it,
whacking,
hitting
whacking.
the fucking
yeah.
rocks and the roots. Yeah, it was pretty fun though. I had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Big River.
Fall River.
No, it's in like
It's near my work.
yeah, it's near his work. I don't know where his work is, but it's near Cracker Barrel. It's near the Cracker
Country-ish.
Barrel. You never been there?
Yeah, I've never.
We'll
been
go
there.
sometime. She hasn't gone to Cracker Barrel either. I said, oh, we gotta all go.
Why would you go there?
I can't go there.
We gotta go to Cracker Barrel one time.
Not in Trump's America. Yeah, no way.
Well, not yet. We're still Biden's America.
Oh God, you already got. You
So-
got 30 days.
No, what do you mean? We
or
have
so.
like 2 months.
Isn't their breakfast supposed to be good?
That's all they do. Breakfast.
Oh,
We'll go one time.
Wonder why they call
You know
them
what I
Cracker
had
Barrel?
the other day?
Because they cracked the whip.
Maybe like Thanksgiving, we'll have his Friendsgiving at Cracker Barrel.
no.
Absolutely not.
You know what I had the other day for breakfast?
Well,
Cracker Barrel.
Hot cakes,
like pancakes.
like from McDonald's.
Why'd you say it like
Oh.
that?
Hot cakes.
Why'd you sing it? I
jingled
thought that was a thing.
I don't know.
They were fire. I haven't had hot cakes in a minute.
Oh,
They
Was it
were
just
so
regular
fucking
pancakes,
good,
right?
dude. Yeah, they were great. Anyway, that made me think of that.
Hot cakes.
So you're doing good then.
yeah. We're back.
That's
we're big
good.
back.
Happy for you.
We're
We're
big
pretty happy
bag.
about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good. Very good. I had a
Feel good story of the week.
lot of concerned viewers hit my line.
I heard. Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were worried about you. That's good.
I'm kind of sad they had to wait this long because it was funny that the pod came out on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go back together
Yeah.
on Wednesday. So it's almost anticlimactic for them, I guess, coming back now.
I was like, damn, you clickbaited the audience.
Kind
about
of.
to
It's kind
say,
of
yeah.
clickbait, yeah.
We gained 2 subscribers.
That's
That's
Thank
just
you,
the way
Mike.
the dice rolls, I guess.
Now we have no sad stuff relationship to talk about.
Well, I told you guys you better start crying about shit.
We can make some.
And you guys were like, no, it was you. You pouring fucking. What are you doing over there?
Stop.
Josh said
Bro's
that.
pouring water on my fucking keyboard.
Josh said that he doesn't.
That's
cry.
crazy.
I didn't say I don't cry.
I'd be crying.
I never said I
Cried
don't
about it a
cry.
lot this year.
I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah, but I was saying you're gonna cry in the pod more.
Yeah.
Have something
I-
happen.
Yeah.
Said I have nothing to cry about.
Throw someone you know into oncoming traffic.
What if it's myself?
Well, then you wouldn't be able to cry, would you?
I think I'd cry for a second. It would probably hurt.
Well, you won't be on the pod crying about it.
You'll zoom me in.
I don't know how. We'll have to go to the hospital and do it.
Josh, how are you doing?
Same. Nothing.
What'd you do this week? Anything good?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing
All right.
new.
Too.
Two games. Went home.
You know where we went actually on the way home?
Where?
The halal market.
Really?
You went to the fucking Kalu Halal Market, you
Bro,
motherfucker.
she was. I said, we've always wanted to go there, and she goes, let's go to the Kalu Halal Market.
Are you
I know.
serious?
You were driving past it, and she said it out of the blue.
And you said, fuck it.
I said, Josh always wanted to go there too.
Wow.
And he goes, well, Josh never comes
Mike
out.
said, you know
I
what?
would have came to Kalu Halal Market
Well,
if you
she
invited
said
me.
Josh should have came mountain bike riding. Josh.
How would
wouldn't mountain bike ride.
I maybe would have
He
jogged
said-
alongside or something.
He
but-
said, don't worry, Sophia. I'll take them to Cracker Barrel
Yeah.
instead.
You think that's an
I'll go to
upgrade?
Cracker Barrel, don't worry.
Fuck you.
Dick.
The Kalu Halal Market.
I had to hold her back. She almost bought 11 pounds of dates.
You should have let her.
She only bought 5
Oh.
dates.
11.
Fresh dates.
I've never had a date.
No,
I'm not a date guy either. I don't know. Yeah, they had like you could buy like cow brain, lamb
Right.
brain. Like they had the full like lamb skull in there with the eyeballs in it.
You're trying to make me feel even more bad.
Oh.
I want to
we can
see
go
that
back in
shit.
there.
They got cool exotic drinks
You
and
can go
shit
back
in there. I
I
know.
was telling the lady behind the counter that I was like, oh, I had cow tongue. I don't know what it is in Spanish. So she was like, you think I speak Spanish? I was like, no.
I understand why she
Don't
said that.
think-
I had cow tongue. I don't know what they say in Spanish though.
Well, it was called something in Spanish. I don't know what it was.
Was she?
Had it with Mike Deggs. Mike Degg had some.
Did she fit the bill? The lady at the thing, or was she not one of them?
What the fuck's that mean? Was she halal?
I mean, not halal. Was she Muslim or
Yeah, she's a
Arab?
Muslim person. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you
Like
sometimes
the
they just have
headdress
like
on?
sometimes they randomly just have like a white dude
speaking-
working in there.
Completely fluent English. So I
Well,
guess she
I'm
must be
sure
from there.
maybe she has like her parents or something.
I don't know.
How old was she? Older?
Yeah, she's probably like 30, maybe young 40s.
Oh, I don't know.
Chopping it up. She was the butcher.
She actually was the butcher.
Yeah.
I'm actually mad.
Well, we'll go. We can go.
No, it's not gonna be the same.
We can go. They had dried mangoes. Dried mangoes were good.
I like those.
The Kalul Halal Market.
Yeah, we'll
Shout
go.
out- shout
Don't
out
worry,
you.
we'll go. Damn, why do I look like
It's
that?
an
Look
oasis.
like fucking what's his name? Fucking Richard Jefferson hitting the fucking jump shot. Fuck.
Kenny the Jet.
Kenny the Jet hit a jump shot.
These backwards knees.
Shout out,
running up
shout
to the
out,
board.
shout out to my fans out there. I had to put the socks on. I was
Yeah.
told by my PR team.
Yeah,
to put
we
the
got a
Unfortunately,
crazy-
whoever that sent that message,
Fortunately,
they're locked up
sorry
for
about that.
further notice.
We got a
You should have kept
crazy-
your mouth shut. You played the
Yeah, I
game
guess
wrong,
so.
buddy.
You got a crazy comment about
Played
my
the
Listen,
game
if you
wrong.
go to our
about
Instagram, you
Mike's
can
feet.
find my account and DM me.
No, God. Don't.
That was like, remember our friends used to sell feet pics? You remember that?
What?
Someone we know?
Flower Girl?
No, that didn't
don't remember that?
That didn't actually happen.
That didn't actually happen.
No.
She made it up.
No. I don't think she ever did it.
Pussy. What a pussy.
That's what I said. You
I'd
can
sell my
fucking make
feet
your
pics.
fucking money. What the
I'd sell
fuck?
my feet pics
Yeah,
for
if I
money.
was a girl, hell yeah. Who cares? Just cover your face up.
It's a picture of your foot.
Yeah, but some people have like.
Your feet aren't even in the frame of the picture.
Don't people do that? They put their face in it.
Oh, I mean, I guess.
So like for like an anonymity and whatever.
anonymity. Yeah.
Cover your face. Boom. That's what she was worried about.
She's psychotic, anyways.
So I said, make your money.
Ange, what'd you do this week?
Um.
Think about it.
Well, I had. It was like my long week for work, so I did that. But I had a great week. Great week. Milan won a big game.
Nice. Who they play?
We beat Real Madrid
Oh.
in Madrid.
Oh, right. That was
That
last
was
week.
very cool. That doesn't happen a lot
that's
in
good.
world soccer.
Maybe
so
to
that
start
was
of something new.
Cried a little bit.
Really?
Swear to God,
Nice.
had to
Good
go to
hear.
the bathroom for the full-time whistle. I got up when there was
What do
like
you mean?
30 seconds because I went to the bathroom, so I could like take in the moment because I watched it at my desk
Oh,
on my phone,
I don't know what full-time whistle means, so.
like the end of the game.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, that shit meant something to me. That was pretty cool.
This shit means something to me.
No, I was literally sitting there like this. That
It's
was
like that
that was so cool.
the new Vince Carter meme.
Right? No, literally.
Yeah,
I'm not
I love
even
that
kidding.
shit, bro.
It wasn't even like a big game like that, but anytime.
It was
you-
a big game.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't at like a late stage of
Right.
the Champions League, but anytime your team goes away, I mean, we haven't played big teams like that since I was a kid. Literally,
Really?
yeah. I mean that. I'm not even capping when I say that might have been the biggest win I watched in my lifetime. They might be the biggest win we've got, like team, like defending Champions League holders, and we beat them away.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, it was special to me. It's gonna be one of those games where like you might relate to this as a sports fan. Like there's a few games for Italy and Milan that were wins. Like when we won the final of the Euros, like a couple of those games in the Euros, like I will like see YouTube videos of them sometimes, and I'll click on them, and I get so teary eyed watching
Yeah.
it. Just like brings you back, like those moments. That's gonna be one of those games. It was
Didn't keep it
fucking
overtime.
amazing. It was amazing. It was unbelievable. But yeah, I'm having a great week because of that. That eased a lot of pains, I guess. But no, I don't know. I feel good. I had a good weekend. Right? What's today? Monday? Yeah. Had a good weekend. I have vacation this week.
You plan to do anything good?
That's good. Nope.
Nice.
Not doing anything.
Nice.
I got some chores to do outside. Put the garden beds to bed. And that's it. That's the only thing I gotta get done, really.
I was just saying, my buddy, my buddy who had cancer, who's coming on one day. He was obviously he had like fucking like 8 months off of work. He comes back and has 26 PTO days he has to take before the end of the year.
Damn.
Nice.
I'm like, what the hell?
There he goes.
That's
And he wants to leave his job too.
Well,
He wants to become. He wants to like start flying planes. That's fine.
wow.
I'm like, why would you ever leave that
Oh,
job?
I can't wait to talk to him.
He
about
gets
that.
paid. He gets paid. Just say like $80,000 a year
For what?
Well,
for like he did basically IT
Oh.
at like a big
80 is
company.
not enough
They do.
nowadays.
Bro, he's completely fine.
He's
completely
definitely,
fine.
he's definitely enough.
It's
No,
not.
he's completely fine on this. I mean, it's completely fine. He just doesn't like the work. It's boring to him. I said, like today, I was talking to him. He's like, his computer is on his his laptop's on his bed, and he's on his computer playing Overwatch. I'm like, bro, why would you want to leave your job? What the fuck?
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Did him having cancer kind of like prompt that where he's like, I just want
No,
to do something
he was
I
doing this
enjoy?
before, then he got
Oh.
cancer, and like it set everything back.
We'll
Oh,
talk
wow.
to him about it when he's on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're doing good. We're doing great comparatively to others.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
I
We're
don't know
actually,
about this weed talk.
we're actually doing phenomenal.
I think so. Yeah.
Why? What's wrong?
Yeah.
Should I start crying?
I know why he said that. Actually, never mind.
I don't know why. I said that.
Let's get into.
I don't think he
I don't
knows-
think you know
I don't
why
think
I
he
said
knows
that
what you're
either.
talking about. Yeah, what the hell?
Oh, let's get into it.
Wait, what were you talking about?
Nothing.
All right. What the hell?
Nothing.
No one knows what we're talking about. Okay.
Talk.
That's
Rarely do.
good inside secret.
Let's talk.
great.
So, obviously, last week on Diversity Catalogue, like and subscribe. It was the day before the presidential election,
Yep.
so we did not get to react to it. So we're gonna do that.
Right.
What? No.
Wait, can I say something real quick?
Oh.
Almost 1,000 views, no new subs. What are we
They,
doing?
they don't care about us.
Not
Don't care
interesting
about
enough.
us. Not interested enough.
But yeah, we're gonna react. We'll break it all down and go through some links, some graphics that we have, because I think it'll be a good way to cap off all this election talk. And then I personally don't want to talk about it for a while,
Yes, please, God.
to be honest. But for those who don't know, if you've been living under a rock, it has been a week since Donald Trump was elected the 47th president
Mr.
of
J.
the United States. Excuse me. Much to the surprise of many, including myself.
Much to the chagrin.
What do you guys think about it?
I'll be there January 6th.
It's our turn
I saw
now.
a thing that said everyone should take off January 6th to make HR question.
So why you wait? What the fuck?
weird.
What are you doing?
Go January 6th?
That's funny.
Yeah, we should go there January 6th.
Yeah, it was surprising. Day of, it was like one of those things because like the 2020 election, it kind of came on late for Biden.
Mm-hmm.
So like when they were counting votes and like because I was watching like the CNN stream over there, counting votes in like Georgia and North Carolina. The dude would pull up the map and he'd be like, "Oh, there's large pockets of areas that are majority demographic," and he showed it by like these big circles on the thing.
Democratic. You mean.
Yes, is what
You said demographic. I
that's
know what
democratic.
No, you didn't.
You mean demographic?
I know what you-
We'll go back. Last time this happened, I won the.
No, you literally said demographic.
I said democratic.
No, you beat.
Said they were largely democratic.
No. You literally said demographic.
That's what you.
I will
want.
pause this right now and, rewatch it. I swear to God. I swear to God.
You got two people just
It
listen.
was
But I said
DEMOCRA.
He literally said democratic.
I said DE. I did DMOCRACTSE. All right. Democratic areas
that hadn't been counted.
that were uncounted votes.
Right.
Yeah. So he was like, it's a lead now, but this could go away.
Right.
Why don't you just let me rock for a second, huh? It's actually demographic. Get the fuck out of here.
What do you know what you were talking about?
I knew what
But-
he was talking about.
I didn't
Use
know what you were
context
talking about. I
clues.
thought you were talking about demographic.
Where are we starting?
I had no
I'll see you guys in
context.
10 minutes. Imagine.
But yeah, I stayed up pretty much all night.
Well, I went
Missed
to bed
the
when I knew
best
it was
part.
done.
I went to bed at like 10.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
that's
up.
crazy.
Didn't blink.
I went to bed at 1
Well, I thought they'd
because
be
I
in
was
by
like, you know what?
Thursday.
It's
I wasn't
probably
expecting
cooked.
it.
Thursday. I don't know why you thought that.
Last time was Thursday.
Yeah, but that was never
Obama's
gonna
the
happen
only person
again.
out here doing fucking 3-1 sweeps.
Technically,
No,
you
just-
are right,
Just saying.
Well, we knew it was over.
but
we knew it was
I
the night.
Well,
what
I
I
didn't know because I went to bed.
what I meant when I said I missed the best part was that night I'm pretty sure I went to the gym because I was like, it's not gonna be over
Nice.
anytime soon. Oh no, I lied.
Oh.
I voted first, then I
Right.
went to the gym,
Based.
then I came back home.
Josh voted too. I voted for the first time. We all
And,
voted for the first time?
No,
First
I
time I
already
voted.
Look at that.
voted last year.
Talk about
The last
that.
one.
How was that? Is it what you
Easiest-
thought?
easy-
Walked in, walked out, went
Walked
home.
in, walked out.
Yeah.
I saw one of my friends there
Fill a couple
holding
bubbles.
a sign.
Oh really?
You know who I'm talking about?
No.
Only political person we know who's in a political group.
Vice grip.
Vice grip.
Entire vice grip. Electric vehicle.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Sorry,
Mike. Come on, bro.
That's funny.
I thought you meant something else with the vice grip. I was like, what do you? I didn't know that about her. I'm like, damn, what the hell?
the fuck is your?
Wow, who the fuck says that?
The first thing with the thing. Oh my god.
All I'm saying.
Jesus
All I'm
Christ.
saying.
Okay.
I can't believe. I was like, damn, what the hell, John?
Yeah, walked in, walked out.
All right, yeah. I walked in, walked out. 3 people in line. I was like, damn, all right, let me go through.
Yeah, mine was a quick. I mean, I went at literally 7:30,
Same.
so
Oh, 7:30 in the morning.
I went 7:30 at night.
At night,
No one in
yeah.
line. Where'd you go?
Elementary school.
One of the VFW posts near my house,
Oh,
Buffalo Wings.
which I've been in like twice before. Actually,
not the school.
no.
That's weird.
The only other time I've been in that building was for Sandman's
That one.
high school graduation party
Really? It was
or
that building?
college grad.
That
Yeah,
building?
I don't know why the
So
fuck it
weird.
was that
Why was it
building.
the school? The school's right there.
I have like one vivid memory of inside that
That's
place.
so weird.
Anyway, yeah, it was a cool experience. Like all the ladies in there were like souped.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that I was like a young person voting,
Yeah.
and I like said to them, I was like, yeah, I was like, this is my first time. I was like, hopefully I don't fuck this up for y'all. Like,
The one vote.
I didn't know that there was all those laws and rules and shit though. Like how you were saying before,
the
like
backside?
you can't, like
Someone
I
didn't fill
can't
it out,
pull
it was on
up
the backside.
wearing merch or gear,
Oh,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
allowed.
and they're not allowed to be say like comments and like
Yeah,
sway.
because it's like intimidation. Or,
But it was cool. I felt surrounded by like smart people because they were talking about like I was listening to the conversations
You
as I
eavesdropped.
often do. Yeah, observing. I'd call it observing. Eavesdropping's negative.
Right. Right.
eavesdropping.
I don't do it negatively.
right.
My
Right. No,
ear-
of
I
course.
can't-
Of course.
Can't help what my ears hear.
Of course. Of course. No, of course.
But no, it was cool listening to them talk about like past election results and like controversies and shit.
So you were in line.
No, this is while I was like standing at the booth. I mean, I read like
Really?
every single word on the ballot because it was the first time.
Oh,
Obviously, you should read every word on the ballot.
I knew exactly what I was.
It took me like 5 minutes to fill the thing out. I was standing there.
What'd you do on question one?
Doing anything. What was that?
It was like the Constitutional Convention or something like that.
didn't even know what that meant.
I voted
Oh,
no.
okay.
I honestly read that. I'm pretty sure I said yeah. I didn't even understand what it meant.
I think it's bad.
What did that even mean?
I don't know. It
They get
basically-
together to like to
Like they
to-
can change it.
Yeah, they changed the Rhode Island Constitution.
Yeah.
Like do
The Rhode
amendments
Island
for it.
one.
Yeah. I don't really know what's in it.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure all the shit on the back. I just put like agree. I
Well,
didn't even,
4 to 5, you were right. So
didn't
that's
even
good.
understand. how
Yeah,
was
I
right.
agreed to most.
Well,
of
a
it.
lot of the
That's one I
stuff made
didn't.
sense. Like one of them was like, should we allocate this money for like? One of them was like about arts and something.
Art design
Yeah,
and stuff
art.
The
like
other
that.
one
yeah.
was about like an improve. The one
Schools.
about housing was interesting.
I didn't read it. I just said, yeah, take my money.
Whatever.
Just take it.
But no, filling out the ballot was cool. That was a cool
I
experience.
thought so.
I didn't know like what to do with the ballot after. Like they have like the machine.
About the scanner
Right.
thing.
There, like that was pretty fire.
I almost thought I put it in the wrong slot.
Really?
It looked like there was 2 slots there.
That's
I
That's
waited till the
unlike-
guy told
It
me.
almost didn't take, and I go, I'm stupid.
Your vote's
I'm
cooked.
clearly stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he's going to shred it up in front of me. Sorry, this doesn't count.
Mm.
I go, ah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool experience. I'll do it again.
I thought so. It's pretty
It felt important to participate and do, and
yeah, a little bit.
yeah, it was cool. But yeah, we know who the president is now.
Yep.
So like I was saying, back to my story, I was watching it on the couch, fell asleep at like 11:50, I want to say, and woke up at like 1:40, and like
Crazy
the
split.
first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was fucking
Donald Trump's
the
face.
banner on the bottom of the screen, because I'm not a Fox News watcher.
Right, you just had it on.
But it was
Take
on.
of that what you want. No, because I'm a channel flipper.
Mm.
So like it's like watching a couple sports games at the same time. Commercial, you switch. Commercial, switch. Commercial.
Undecided voter, I understand.
And yeah, I was just flipping through all the channels because I like seeing I like seeing the narratives they're pushing. Like when you go on CNN, they're like, "Yo, she's gonna come back based on this," and then you're watching Fox and they're like, "It's already over." Like they were ready to call it at like 10:30, 11.
Yeah, it
They're
was
like, "There's no way these battleground states are gonna flip to blue at this point," and because the election obviously wasn't over yet, like there was still like thousands of votes that needed to be counted.
Still is.
millions. Yeah, at that
but
point.
it's like Fox News literally called it at like, I don't even know what time because I was sleeping, but the first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was like Donald Trump elected 47th president. I was like, what the fuck? No way. Because he didn't even have 270 yet
Mm.
in the counters. So then I went back to CNN, and CNN was sitting there kind of like cold sweating, trying to figure out ways that it could flip back. So that was really fascinating to watch. And then I think it was about at like 2:05, 2:10 in the morning, Trump came out on stage and they practically like announced a victory. And they played, what is the song they play?
YMCA.
America the Beautiful.
I don't know. Never watched it.
Gladly stand up next to you. Whichever one that is. I don't know. that.
Proud to be an American or whatever.
Proud to be an
I
American.
don't think it's America. the Beautiful.
And that was a moment in time where I honestly won't forget. It was just surreal to me watching like his camp of people walking out on stage as he was like reelected to be president again. Take from that what you want. Yeah, that was a moment to me where I was like, I don't know. I was just like, I just felt like I was watching a movie. I was just like, this just like doesn't seem real to me at all. That we're gonna do this. This is the path we're going down again.
2 a.m. chugging a glass of water, like, oh, what's
It
this
was.
say?
I'm being dead serious. Like it was one of the more surreal things I've watched on TV.
Yeah, I bet.
And then listening to the people talk, like I listened to fucking Dana White shout out Aiden Ross.
Yeah, that's insane.
On what?
On the stage.
Like Trump was like letting some people talk. He let Dana White talk, and Dana was like, I want to shout out Aiden Ross and fucking Jake Paul and Joe Rogan and all these like skeefs. All these skeefos.
Hmm.
And I'm like, this is what we came to. I'm like, this election was really influenced by influencers. You know, like I don't know, but anyway, it was a cool moment watching it. It was interesting. I'll remember that. But I'm being dead serious. I thought it was gonna be Kamala.
And
Now that was kind of the aftermath. A lot of the media was like, oh, well, that's the mainstream media doing its job, convincing you of a narrative that isn't true. So, I'm sorry.
we have a friend that said the same thing. He's like,
Like,
oh,
maybe I just got
duped
swindled.
the whole time. I'm like, fuck the mainstream media. I was just like, I don't think people are gonna like vote for this dude again.
Right.
But it really came down to like less people voted for her / voted third party or didn't vote at all.
Right, because, okay, thanks. So now let's really get into it and dissect it because you made me think of something I really wanted to bring up in the podcast. And the word of the night was underperform. I can't tell you how many times I heard the word underperforming on across the news channels about the Democratic Party, about Kamala. And I don't know why, if I had to guess, it was because of the illusion air quotes for the audio listeners, that was created on Kamala like winning in a landslide. Because a lot of people were saying it was landslide one way or the other. That doesn't make sense to me.
Why?
Because if you can argue a
Very
landslide
uncertain, I
for
guess.
one side, how can you possibly fathom a landslide for the other as well? You know what I'm trying to say?
I guess in my mind, I would have thought Kamala would have won landsliding logically, but I understand
Why she didn't?
people don't always say what what they mean.
What do you mean?
So they could vote Donald Trump.
Well, I think. I personally like when we were at
I don't-
PJ's.
yeah,
I was
I
like,
get what
it can. I said it could be a landslide either way. I don't. I was gonna be
Take my words.
like no, but that's what I was saying.
Right. Yeah.
Because like, if she ended up winning Pennsylvania,
Right.
completely flips it. But I didn't really know how she was gonna do in fucking like Wisconsin and Michigan again.
Right.
So it was like those are like up in the air, and I was like, yeah, if Trump wins Pennsylvania, in my head, he's probably gonna fucking take the rest of them too.
It was just crazy to me how like those blue wall states all flip flop like together the past 3 elections. Like why
Yeah, that's
is
weird.
We hold strong.
And why is
Yeah,
but
we
like
do.
why is it those states that like tell the
Like who's gonna win basically?
overall feeling of Americans? Because you can't really mathematically, statistically can't argue that that's not because they won.
Well, just over time, those has just been the states that like are critical. They just happen to go one way or another, and usually, if you win those couple states, you probably win the election.
Yeah.
So it's just I don't know why it flipped so much either, to be completely honest. But
It was crazy, like, because there was a point probably at like 11 where the news stations were already saying like, "Oh yeah, she like ain't coming back from this."
it was rough. Yeah. Once she was down,
I mean, she did
It
kind of
was
get beat up.
It was Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and she had a
Yep.
path to victory if she lost both Georgia and North Carolina. And also, Georgia's not guaranteed because Biden won it very slim
Georgia
last time.
was like the first of the battleground states, I think, to be called. It was one of the earlier ones.
They
if I
they got
remember.
their votes in early,
If I
to be honest,
remember
or most of their votes in
correctly.
early. But yeah, those 3 states, Georgia, North Carolina, were never givens. It would have been cool if she did flip them both, because Biden flipped Georgia and he was close to flip North Carolina last year. But yeah, if she lost those 2, it's fine as long as you have the blue wall and it's whatever.
Yep.
And then once it got to like, I forget which one was first. It was either I think it was Wisconsin when they started counting those, and his lead was like kind of big, but they were like, oh, there's still outstanding votes.
Yeah.
But the dude showed on the map like there's all these like rural communities, and then one like big Democrat,
Where the population,
like Milwaukee or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, this dude's gonna fill out all these pockets here. It'll be tough if she's not up to like what Biden was with. He was like 50 something percent to like 47. It was like way closer. It was like 49 to 47 or 48 or whatever before. So or after that. So it was rough. Yeah. Once that happened, I was texting our friends in the group
was
chat and I
done.
was like, my time to go to bed. Might be
Yeah,
time.
it was done. So yeah, Trump's the president.
Yep.
We'll see. A lot of people, like in the news and stuff, is like this is a mandate from the American people, like to see if he comes good on
What he said he would.
some of the positive policies he has. But a lot of people are torn. I mean, I was saying to you guys, like I woke up kind of late on the Wednesday because I was up late watching it all. Like I woke up at like 10:30. I had 515 texts.
Damn.
On the
Like
day?
people
Yeah.
were going off in like multiple group chats. That's like, and I was like, all right. I don't know. It was wild. It was one of the few times where I felt like our country was like super divided. Like I don't know if that's how it was in 2016, but there was like outrage.
It was rough in 2016 too.
All,
I think
like,
probably worse than
all over social media.
this.
Like I was like, damn, this is fucking bad. Like, so I don't know. That was the one thing that's sad. Is like I hope, and I think you were saying it too, right, Mike? It's like that's like that stuff all goes away in time. Like that stuff usually never lasts. I think it was you that were saying that.
What, the outrage?
Yeah. Or just like
Yeah.
the initial reactions, because like people are human. Like the person you wanted to win lost, so you're gonna react to it. And the person you wanted to win won, so you're gonna react to it. But it's like like it was wild. Some of the stuff I was seeing on people's stories, like talking about like the morals and like never never viewing people the same based on like what they voted for and stuff,
Mhm.
I was like, yo, like, I get it, but it's like I was trying to say to you guys, like, you got to be able to like at least absorb the other side to your arguments. Like, I believe in that.
Right.
You don't have to accept it
I understand it.
because that's what having a stance is. But it was just sad to me that people were so quickly just like turning their backs on each other and wanting like nothing to do. Because even like some of the tweets I was seeing, I was like, yo, like I get it. I mean, I understand it, but it's
Yeah, I don't-
sad. It's sad to me that we're at that point.
I don't
as a
necessarily
society.
blame people for doing that at the same time. Like me personally, I'm not
Yeah,
doing that. I'm
I
not turning
get
my
it.
back on people, but like
Yeah.
a lot of the people are like, they're trying to like take away like a right to like say what we want to do with our bodies. One, two, the dude's how he was held liable for sexually assaulting a girl, and he has emboldened racist stuff. He doesn't like condemn any of it really, and it's just like I understand it's a vote, but like people are like, these are so like within my morals. Like I believe in these things so strongly that like
question, yeah.
for me it would be a deal breaker. So that not being a deal breaker for you is kind of like I'm gonna look at you differently. And that's how like
Right,
people
right,
are
yeah,
thinking.
no,
about
I
it.
get it, I
and that's
get
I said it to like our
get it.
friends that voted for him. I was like, I'm not gonna do that to you, but at the same time, I completely get it, and I understand why some people are like, why isn't that a deal breaker? Because I'm thinking it as well. Like I said it to them. I said in my group chat, I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. I'm thinking that as well. Like, why to you guys is that not a deal breaker? But is what it is.
Yo, it's wild.
Right. I was gonna
It's
say
such a wild time.
I think that like at least in my case, the people I saw like posting about it, which were pretty funny. I love them, but it was mostly like LGBTQ people. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Which
exactly.
obviously, as far as I know, there's none in the room.
yeah.
So we'll see about that. But obviously, our rights aren't being directly infringed upon. or
Exactly.
threatened to be
Of
infringed
course,
upon.
right? But that
So it's a little
doesn't
bit
it doesn't
different.
mean we can't care about it, like
Right.
or
But
shouldn't
you're not going to feel
or shouldn't have a stance. But yeah, we
You're not
can
If you
gonna
voted
such
that
could never-
side,
anger
yeah, you
towards
could
someone
never
who
put-
voted against directly.
like
your
we can never put themselves in
livelihood
those
and
pairs of
beliefs, yeah.
shoes. You know,
Yeah. But
That's what I said. I said a lot of people are going to be like, there's like large groups of people that are going to be absolutely devastated by this loss. And
Yo.
me personally, I'm not. I don't think I could vote for that. Like I don't know.
were.
But like, and I get it. Like, because technically, yes, when you cast your vote, like, yes, you think about all of America, the whole country, but at the same time, it is selfish. Like, you have to be like, how is this person going to affect my life personally? And that's like the kind of battle you have to play when you're at the ballot box. And it's just like, for me, some things outweigh the others.
can I tell you the thought I had when I was watching the election?
What?
I think Trump was the how do I say this?
He was the greatest president we've ever had.
Like it's no like Kamala was the better choice for the people of America. Trump was the better choice for America. Does that make sense?
Depending on how you.
I see what
explain
you're
it.
trying to go with.
The word
I'm not
America,
sure.
as in like if you care about the economy, the foreign wars, national security, the border, that's what I frame as like America. America as like an entity.
The Constitution or the institution.
Yeah, like all
rather.
that bullshit. Like people trying to say that like Vivek was saying a lot about how like the world has like lost respect for America. Like, I understand what people say when they think like restoring the American like image or like respect amongst world leaders. Like I can see how Trump is a better choice for that, but I couldn't help but think the people of America kind of lost.
I mean, yeah, I feel like when people say like,
But it's hard for me to say that because it depends how you look at it. Like if you look at it as like the class system,
depends on where you're at. Yeah.
like
really.
if we look at the polling data, which we will look at, what was surprising to me is that Kamala looks like she didn't win the vote of the middle class.
Right. And I think my main.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Did anything I just say made sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I would point on is I think when people say like, we want like whatever Vivek said. What'd you say he said again?
He was talking to somebody about. Somebody asked him, I think it was a Kamala supporter. They were like, "Can you please make like your best possible case on why to vote for Trump?" and I don't want to put I don't have the direct quote, but he was saying that like America has lost its like dignity and like its respect.
See, like when I hear people say that, like we've lost things, like America's lost this, that, whatever. It just in my mind, and it's hard for me to not think this way. It's just people think like, oh, we should just go back to like fucking like 60s times. You know what I mean? Basically,
Right.
like, where it's like we got to stop talking about transgender kids in our school and stuff, shit like that. Like, like I think America's fine. I think America's doing fine. I think the people that believe that like it's like at this broken place right now are just like hateful people, and that's my opinion on it.
Hold that thought real quick, so I can come back to him. But hold that thought. You don't lose that because I got to talk about that one. I would say when I walked away from the election, which I already knew,
When you walked away from it,
but
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
like after the election happened,
Like once you knew the results?
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the average person hates the average person.
What do you mean? Explain.
Average person hates.
We're
the
a little
average person.
we're naturally
very selfish people.
You're
Oh,
naturally
well,
Very
yes.
selfish.
Yes.
And that's what pissed me off about this election is I felt like the campaigns this year. I just really think whether or not this was their intention, I just think they divided so many people. Like, I hate the like targeting of votes from certain groups. Like, I hate that that's a tactic. Like it saddens me that like race and sexuality is a huge factor when it comes to voting instead of like the overall improvement of our country as a whole. That pisses me off.
But that
Right.
also ties into
like
it though, at
they
the same
want,
time.
but like low key, like they want somebody that looks like me to think differently from someone that looks like Josh. Do they not?
Well, they try and point to
They run-
interest.
People run on that.
They try and point to interest and
Yeah.
things that'll grab people that look like you and grab people that look like me. But in the grand scheme of things, it should be everything that like I know what you're saying. It should be everybody.
The only problem
I
is
just
they
don't
But like
like-
you kind
they
of have
do
to.
think differently.
Yeah.
Like you look in the dating.
Of course, there's reasons I can think of that makes me understand very quickly why different demographics vote differently. Like
Yeah.
I understand that much.
And I think I was also thinking about this
I
today,
just hate that that's how it is.
on my run, and I think this election almost went away from identity politics because people literally voted against their self-interest.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Which is really weird.
So
What
crazy.
do you mean by that?
Like, for instance, like Southern Latinos are like very Republican and like very patriotic.
Yep.
They could be one of the largest parts impacted by the immigration stuff.
Like
that
mass
they're going
deportation, stuff
down,
like that. Yeah. Family members.
So it's like-
even if it's not themselves. Yeah.
You're directly voting against what you need to be protected from.
Yeah.
So it's almost like,
In a way, yeah, sure, yeah.
well, in the most direct sense possible.
There were a lot of people that
I
came out
understand.
afterwards that were like, I voted for Trump because he's not going to deport like me or my family because we're hard workers. And I'm like,
I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest.
brother,
I don't.
like-
I don't. This. I might expose the low amount of IQ I have, but can somebody explain to me what constitutes as grounds for being deported?
you're illegal. You got here illegally. You don't
Yeah.
have your
Here legally.
citizenship, basically. So anybody.
You know illegals, right?
So that's what I don't understand. No,
Oh,
not that I know of.
I know some. Josh, you know some illegals?
Not that I know of.
Really?
Do you do?
Yeah.
Do I
most
know
of
them?
No.
Oh, then no.
There's no. Oh, well,
Oh, I don't know any.
that's fine.
What's her number?
But see, so now what you just said, right? So that doesn't make sense to me
Why? What?
because if they have a vote, that means they're a citizen.
They don't have a vote. Well, I guess here they don't have a vote. I don't know how the voting
The
system works.
illegals don't.
No.
They
I
can't
know that.
Yeah.
So you're asking me why Republicans are Latino and why they voted a certain way against something that directly impacts them.
Right, because
Like,
it could impact them.
technically the deportation wouldn't, in my mind, wouldn't affect them because they're citizens.
Well, say your mother came
voting
here
citizens.
illegally.
Okay, your family members, yes, could be. That much I understand.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the actual citizen voter.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it would affect them.
I'm just trying to argue the other side, because I was stuck on that too. That
Yeah.
was the first thing that caught my eye when I was looking at the polling data for demographics. Was, oh shit, like, I guess all that Puerto Rico joke didn't do much.
Right.
No,
Like-
I agree. Like we have the same lot. Like I was trying to figure out the other side too, and the only thing I could think of was like maybe it doesn't impact them as much as we think it does. Who the fuck are we to say? I fucking no idea.
True. But I would
have
imagine
fucking no clue. Like
the more Latino you are, the more illegals you know.
Yeah.
perhaps,
Bold statement.
perhaps.
So I think that would impact you more directly.
Also, just like the fact, like just like the state of it, because like if you get like you're in Texas, right? Notoriously not a racist place, not a racist place, but there's a lot of racists and people like that down there. It's like
Yeah.
you're voting for this dude that like enables this rhetoric where like you can be walking outside and someone's like, oh, look at this dude, he's gonna fucking do something terrible to my family, he's probably
Right.
illegal. So it's like you're also, that has to be like looked at in a way. Like I don't understand why people don't see that. I don't know.
Yeah, but the average person hates the average person. And go,
One thing, I saw a lot of stories even after where this dude, he's a Spanish dude, voted for Trump, and he tried to, his kids wanted to go play with like the neighbor who's also a Trump supporter, was a white dude, and he's like, no, we're not playing, my kids can't play with your kids. Like you guys aren't allowed to be here type shit.
right.
And he's a citizen. And it's like, that's the type of shit that like is gonna be just like out there now, especially with these mass deportations. It's gonna get crazy soon. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. I haven't begun to. I don't want to talk about this stuff yet because I haven't done enough research to speak on any of the deportation stuff in confidence. But yeah, some of the clips I've seen.
They're trying to get him the
looks like it
fuck up
might-
out of here.
Looks like it might get quite ugly.
Yeah.
We have some other things.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was
I
going to
cut you
say,
off.
so you said before about basically something with trans rights, you said.
I brought up trans people.
Yeah, so online they were kind of saying that like something that lost Kamala the race was kind of like
What she ran on.
kind of what she ran on. So
Like too woke
Because-
type shit.
Oh,
yeah,
we gotta-
almost too woke type shit
Yeah.
where it's like playing identity politics with things that really matter, such as like trans people
Yeah.
and like surgeries of trans people or like LGBTQ rights, where it's like, yeah, that's a big problem, but to the average person,
It's
doesn't
not
affect
exactly
them.
doesn't
They
affect them
don't give a
whatsoever.
shit.
Yeah.
And that came in light of Bernie's statement.
Right. In light of Bernie's statement, where he's like, we've moved away from the working class people,
Yeah.
and that's our biggest problem. Like, we weren't advocating for the working class people, even though she also put out policies where it was like I think it was like $6,000 like family
Child
tax
care,
and like
right.
$25,000 to buy a house.
Yeah.
It was out there. It just
The
wasn't
small
being,
business.
they weren't like pushing it as much as they should have, I guess.
Right. I guess so. And
Yeah,
I
Bernie
guess
hit
that's
the.
kind
I
of the
thought
problem.
Bernie's statement. I thought he hit the nail on the head.
as always,
Um,
he's the best. I love him.
So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, the
people are just
Democratic
fucking
Party will
stupid.
learn from
People
it. I
are
think
stupid.
they will. I think if this presidency goes tits up, the next one will surely be blue. I think the reason why it swung red this time around is because the majority of the people thought Biden sucked and that he was like a puppet and whatever
And he was great.
the narratives were that
actually
have
really
been
good.
being pushed. Like,
That's the other thing. People just didn't like do their research on anything and voted. It was very,
Can you
very.
pull up the thing?
This first one?
No, could pull up the Google results one.
Yeah, the first thing that I noticed
love
when I
those.
was talking with our friends about it, I was like, why did you vote for Trump? And they couldn't actually say a reason as to why. And I'm
I
like,
was
why are we
literally-
doing this?
I think it was Wednesday or it was Thursday, and Tom's texted me about it. And I was like, can you tell me like why you voted for Trump? And he was like, well, I feel like no. I'm like, give me a reason.
Like, yeah, like something.
Could not get. We talked the entire day. I gave him 5. He goes, "Go give me 5 reasons why Kamala should." I gave him like literal data reasons, data points from like this past thing and things he was running on and how it would fix the economy. Didn't want to give me 1 point. Couldn't give me 1 point.
There wasn't because he
Still
didn't
hasn't given me
run
1
on
point.
shit. He didn't run on
Still
shit,
hasn't
bro.
given me 1
It's
point.
insane.
I feel like bad for the economy. Why?
People really thought the economy was fucked. Like, absolutely fucked right now. It's
We had the
one of its best
recovering
places.
economy from COVID in the entire world.
In America, exactly. Like,
Something I
we're
was
doing
thinking about,
so
too, when I
well. We're
run.
doing so well.
The Republicans are in a weird paradox when they go, hey, America sucks. You fall into the woke like mob. America's the greatest country on
Yeah,
one is
like,
it?
figure it out.
Which
Like,
one is
pick
it?
one, please.
that is funny.
Which one is it?
Pick a struggle.
But anyways, this this shows basically the Google search results for the audio listeners. We're looking at. I guess you're not going to see anything, so I don't know what the fuck it matters. We're looking at the search results for basically the day like
After, right?
after the election was called. So after everyone already voted, and you can see the certain things: Trump tariffs, Trump tax plan, Trump deportation, and Trump abortion ban skyrocket the day after the election.
Well,
so it's like,
I think it says multiple things, but this is funny if you look at it in that perspective.
How else would you
It could just be people trying to find out now what, like in retrospect, like, oh shit, let's see what he's gonna do. But I know what you're saying. Like,
right. Well, why
I
are you looking at it
agree
in
with
retrospect?
Anyone that should already been looked up.
November 1st is in the fucking craters.
Look
and
at
it's
the
a
fucking
1,000 times
Yeah.
more.
Yo,
Fucking
what the
spike
hell?
of death at November 5th.
There was another one. I don't know. Look at this. Look at the second one that I put on here too. I don't know if the second one's what I thought it was. People are fucking stupid. I think if this is the stupid one.
Oh no, it's the third one.
So it's the third one?
Yeah.
Stupid people? This isn't the stupid people one. There's another one with the Google terms, and it's like, can I change my vote?
Are you serious?
There was literally one that said, could I change my vote? And it goes right to the roof. I hate fucking people. They're so fucking stupid. People, and I'd like to think I'm educated on a plethora of things. I think I know enough to get in trouble on certain topics about things. I like to say to myself.
I like
it's
how
a good
you
way to
just
put
worded
it.
that. Yeah.
Honestly, like, do I know enough to be an expert in anything? No. Could I get myself in a serious issue because I know too much? Yeah.
Okay.
People don't know shit about the economy.
People
do not know how this works. I kind of know how it works, but I won't say I know how it works. But I could tell you. I could give you a PowerPoint on how I think it works, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
The average person.
Dude, I felt like I was like a fucking historian. Like when I was like arguing with friends and shit in the group chat, I'm like, should I be a professor? Like the amount of like the discrepancy. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, you guys don't know this?
It seems like gobbledygook, so it seems like a lie you're saying to anyone.
Yeah, I guess. I'm like,
oh, this did this. Well, Josh, that's not.
I'm like, this is simple economics. Like, we all took the fucking classes. Like, I took some of the classes with you people. Like, you come on.
Right.
Yeah, people don't get it.
What else do you have on that? What are the other links we have? Let's talk about.
Oh, this was just stupid people. So it said, like, a few years back in Yosemite, there was a problem with bears getting in trash cans. And people said, why not make the trash cans more complex? And a park ranger there said, because there's significant overlap between the smartest bear and the dumbest human. And so this election feels like a quote to me.
There's a significant overlap between the smartest bear and the dumbest human.
Because animals are pretty nifty to get in things.
Yeah.
If you ever seen them.
Right.
People are pretty fucking stupid. Pushing pole doors. I've been there. I'm just saying.
Pushing pull doors.
Yeah. I like this one too. This one's funny too. So it's like goes with the economics thing, but also like a political science thing.
Yep.
And it was basically someone was like, so this person's tweet. I'm listening to a Republican strategist, Sarah Longwell on NPR. I always thought, when it was before, I always thought NPR was a Republican thing.
What is it?
It's just a state-run radio station.
Oh, yeah.
They just have everyone on.
Yeah.
Talking about public opinions of Trump's tyrannical posture, and she said this: when I ask voters in focus groups if they think Donald Trump is an authoritarian, their number one response by far is, what is an authoritarian?
What?
Which is fair. Honestly, I think 9 out of 10 people don't know what
Probably don't know what it is. Yes. That's fair.
I won't go around the room and ask everybody.
No.
Because I probably couldn't give you a great definition.
I wouldn't be able to give you a good
Give you
definition
one
either.
that could get me in trouble.
Yeah.
I'll guess.
You go first, because I think I'll have the best answer.
I think it isn't. An authoritarian is not. Is it not somebody that abuses authority?
It's in the word basically.
That's a power struggle.
Yeah.
Good. That's what I was going to go.
That's what I was going to go with too.
Look it up.
Can you Google it?
Authoritarian.
Authoritarian. I think it's like someone who's like
It's not a good thing to be.
soft dictatorship, kind of.
Favoring or enforcing strict obedience to authority, especially that of the government, at the expense of personal freedom. Yeah.
People don't know what that means.
No. It's context clues. Literally, it's in the word.
Yeah, that's wild.
Oh, wait, go back to the top. We skipped.
Oh yeah,
we skipped this whole part.
Okay, so now this was something interesting. I saw this link and
Oh Lord.
I
There's a bunch of small ones.
I like that this was done because I'm somebody that believes, and this was an idea. I don't know if I said it on the podcast last week, but I think it'd be really interesting if you had to write a couple sentences before submitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like why'd you pick something?
I think that would be interesting because that would be really valuable polling data to gather. And now, don't get me wrong, it would take
Optional, I guess.
It would take forever.
Right, to analyze them.
But we got 4 years till the next election. Like, I think they would have more than enough time to hire teams of people in each state to read through every ballot and organize them and try to figure out what policies won certain votes. Like, I think you could have so much I think campaigns could be better thought out with that information. No,
100%.
because like we can make inferences based on polling numbers and percentages and data on why one demographic swung one way or the other, but we'll literally never know for sure. Like never.
Well,
So,
this
I don't
is, I'm glad she did this, AOC.
Walk
AOC's
through this.
Oh,
So-
let me say, can I preview real quick?
Good.
Preface. So basically, in all the 7 swing states, which is something too crazy, they all elected Democratic governors,
Yeah.
but they all voted Donald Trump.
Or they all
popular.
didn't go full down the ballot.
Yeah, or they undervoted,
just-
which is just voting for the
Or
president,
just voted Trump and then didn't fill anything else out.
which is weird, right? Who the fuck does that?
That is weird. Because why wouldn't you just fucking...
Wait, what? They didn't fill out the rest.
So-
of the ballot?
Yeah, just
So-
vote the
Can
president
you
and-
do that?
Yeah, you can fill in one thing
You don't
and
have
then
to
leave
vote
it.
for stuff you don't
Yeah.
know. You just voted for stuff.
Oh, I thought you had to. I
No, you
thought
don't have
I
to.
thought it like wasn't a qualified ballot. Well, they should change that law.
They
What the
should. I
fuck?
think you
That's
should
the
vote for everything. I don't know
stupidest
why
thing
you-
I've ever heard.
I guess
I get it.
It saves people. So, for
I don't
instance,
get
there
it
was,
at all.
There was like one thing on the ballot that like I didn't know anyone in the position. I just went straight blue.
Yeah.
So it stops people from doing that, like voting like down ballot for one group.
Yeah.
If they don't know something, or like the question on the back, like maybe you're not educated enough on the Constitution.
Literally don't know,
Maybe-
so you don't want to make a...
I
Yeah,
wasn't-
I'm not going to vote
didn't
on this.
myself.
Right, but that's fine. But it's
I'm
something
a
like
bad
that. You're
American.
not forced to vote, but it's your right. So
Yeah.
technically, they couldn't enforce that.
Oh wow, I thought I had to fill out everything.
You have the right not
mean, you
to.
should,
You have the right to.
I guess.
Right to.
What's the point?
Well, you're
You only
voting
care
for
about
your
one thing.
opinion.
Yeah, you
only
just
care
you
about
just
one
want to
thing.
go and vote for Trump. You go vote for Trump and fuck off. Yeah.
Oh,
There's a lot of those, though. I guess.
yeah.
in the
I don't
states
like.
especially.
I don't know how much.
But basically,
I like
talking
living here
about
anymore.
how those states popular vote and they all elected basically Democratic governors, and then vice versa, they also popular vote and elected Donald Trump. Apparently, a lot of people fucking voted for AOC and Trump.
Yeah,
Which
which
is the
is
most
so crazy.
Maniacal thing
so
possible. But
They're
how
at opposite
left-leaning
ends.
AOC
Yeah.
is compared
Where
to
does
Trump.
she run out of?
New York. She's a congresswoman.
Crazy. Yeah.
Brooklyn, maybe? She used to be a bartender.
I feel like Brooklyn, but
Makes sense.
I think it's Brooklyn. Maybe I'm wrong. Can you zoom in at all on these?
I ca-
So basically, she asked, she went like live, I think it was today or tomorrow or yesterday.
Today or tomorrow,
Maybe it was
yeah.
tomorrow. And it said, people who support
you're good.
Trump and me, or, right?
She asked her followers who split their ballots either for Trump or her, or Trump/down ballot Democrat, to explain why, and she posted replies to her stories on Instagram.
Yep.
You
You
know,
want me
read
to read
these? I don't know. What are you doing?
Well, I don't know.
You put it
read
on
all-
there.
I'll go on through it.
Don't read all of them. But you can read some of them. Yeah. I'm gonna. You can do that.
So, for instance, like we talked about before with the Bernie
Yeah.
thing, it says the first one says it's real simple. Trump and you care about the working class, right? Second one, I'm guessing they meant both wanted change, so I went with Trump and blue for the rest of the ballot to put some brakes. So I guess kind of.
Trump, and then to balance it out,
Yeah, I
vote
guess so.
Democrat so he
I
can't do
guess
everything.
so.
Yeah.
Interesting. Voted Trump. I like you and Bernie. I just don't trust either establishment politicians. So it could be. So it seems like let me see.
Oh, this one right here is also.
I feel that you both are outsiders compared to the rest of DC and less establishment. I would vote for you.
lot of
and Trump,
people-
but I'm in California and I like your style now.
A lot of people are hitting at like the establishment and like the status quo type shit, and like Trump gives you that option of like a different. He's not a politician. You know what I mean? And people like that.
But it's like, that's what I'm saying though. Like people vote against. I saw another one. It was like people basically in the swing states voted to enact like abortion protections.
Yeah.
But then voted for Trump.
Voted for Trump. Exactly. Yeah.
Like you're voting directly against what you want.
Because I think at the end of the day, it comes down to like there's that one extra thing that you think he's going to do a little bit better, and you have to vote for him.
But it
And
just
that's-
makes no sense.
It doesn't. But
That just makes no sense.
I'm glad
you pull up
that
the second one? Is there anything
AOC
good
is
there?
doing this because
Oh, she's the best.
Democrats need to literally completely flip their whole entire process and how they go about shit, because they are not winning an election the way they're doing shit right now. Like this was a major flub by them. So this and getting this information and understanding like what people actually give a fuck about is huge.
So, for instance, like this second one right on the left hand side, vote for Trump and you, not genocide Harris. Dems need Bernie. That's the most cockeyed fucking statement I've read in my life.
Okay, I had a
Because
very long
Trump
talk
is literally
about
gonna
this.
not enforce, but I mean basically push Israel to just fucking wipe Gaza off the map.
Okay.
And how can you? I just don't understand.
The issue was it
and a Trump dude.
From what I've heard from people that are Arab American that I know of, and people that support the movement, it's the sole fact that Biden and Kamala were sending money to Israel, and funding a genocide, by proxy,
right.
So that's why they're saying like, oh, listen, I can't vote for these people because they're literally funding a genocide. But I'm trying to say, brother, you get
you're fine.
Whoever was president at that time was going to be sending money there anyway because
100%.
we're allied with them, and it just is what it is. It's just how the world works in some facets.
Right.
You're allies. You help them out. You send them money when they need it. You send them weapons when they need it. Especially us, because we're able to do that because we have such a great military and all these weapons and stuff. Like, we're looked at as the fucking police of the world, basically.
Right. Which is
so
awful.
our allies. I hate that too. But our allies look to us for help, and we can't say no. Like, we really can't say no. We should, but we can't.
But Trump's not going to fix that. He's literally going to embolden Netanyahu to fucking roll them over.
And that's what people are just like. I'm either going to vote third party because I'm not voting for either. Because I don't respect either of them, or I'm not going to vote at all. It was the same thing. So like, yes, their morality is intact in their mind, and they have the right to do that. They have the right to not vote, and I don't think it's fair to say like, fuck these group of people because they're the reason why she didn't win. I don't think it's fair either. But at the same time, it's like, it's hard. It's a hard thing to maneuver, and I understand why they didn't do it or why they did it. But like the same thing in 2020, like the guy's still dangerous. The guy's still like kind of crazy. Like, we don't know really what he's capable of, especially if he wins all three or has full control. So it's like, if you voted for him or against him in 2020 because you didn't like him and what he stood for, like, why now was it the time to be like, oh, I'm going to do the right thing and not vote for?
Well, I remember I said this before. I think the Gaza thing is not that it's a non-issue, but it's a non-issue in this election. Because both people, whoever gets in, is going to continue to do what they were doing. Yeah. Like, there's no one's going to soft hand the issue. They're literally going to hardball. They're going to stand with Israel.
But the same way, like I said earlier,
today, I forgot who the fuck it was. Trump just said he's going to put this person in his thing, and it's literally someone who's like worked with Israel every step of the way.
I mean, like, that was never going to go away.
Like, what do we?
It's like what I said earlier about like the morals part of it and like the deal breakers for me with Trump. I'm not going to vote for Trump because of these things, right? Regardless, that's the same feeling that they felt, and they said I'm not going to vote either because both of them support Israel, or I'm going to vote third party because this person is literally condemning what's happening in Israel. Right. So I understand it, but it's.
If you didn't vote or you voted third party specifically because of that reason, I guess like you can wipe your hands clean.
Large population in Michigan of Arab Americans that solely didn't vote or voted third party for that reason. I understand it, and that's probably why she fucking lost the state. Yeah, for a large part, but it just.
But if you voted for Trump because you're like, oh well, they're genocidal.
Yeah, if you're voting for Trump, that doesn't make sense. Yet again,
voting against your own self.
We have a friend that did that, and it boggles my mind.
It makes no sense.
Damn, call him out.
So yeah, weird fucking voter overlaps.
Let's go through some of the other links. I want to look at. Are you done with?
Yeah, this one's
with that AOC stuff, right? I just want to look at some of like the. I don't think we got. Did we get through all the polling data, search result stuff?
Yeah, we did search result stuff. Do you want to do the education thing?
Read it off. We're not going to watch the video. It's a very long video. I'm sorry. Because he goes through like 10 points. It says on top. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh, this is a good one. Yeah. Play this one. This one basically talked about...
Headline it. Yeah, read it.
So Trump says he will sign an executive order to end birthright citizenship for the children of illegal immigrants on the first day in office.
Which he can't do.
Right, which is unconstitutional under the 22nd or 14th. I forget which one.
Honestly, I was going to say the 22nd, then you said 14th. I don't know.
No, I think it's the 22nd.
Might be the 22nd.
As part of my plan to secure the border on day one of my new term in office, I will sign an executive order making clear to federal agencies that under the correct interpretation of the law, going forward, the future children of illegal aliens will not receive automatic U.S. citizenship. It's things like this that bring millions of people to our country, and they enter our country illegally.
So that is unconstitutional. That's why he mentions under the correct interpretation of the law.
What's
Yeah.
unconstitutional? Enforcing that, you're saying?
Yeah, birthright citizenship.
Yeah.
So basically, if
in
your
the
parents came
Constitution.
here and even if they were from, your parents are from Italy, they came here,
Illegally,
they had
yeah.
you would not be American.
I understand how
Yeah.
it works.
Oh, I thought you were asking a question.
I thought you asked a question.
No,
too.
I'm saying it's
It's in the Constitution.
Under the current, right? I'm saying under the current interpretation of the Constitution, you're saying it would be unconstitutional to remove that. That's what you were saying, that he can't.
Under
do that?
the current interpretation,
Yeah.
yes, that would be unconstitutional.
He would have to get an amendment to the Constitution. He wouldn't?
It would be a Supreme
like
Court
a-
thing. The Supreme Court's just a bunch of people who read stuff differently.
And they can rule like, oh, this actually means
Yeah.
this now?
You
Same way they
added
did Roe
this
v. Wade.
to make what point? I'm a little lost.
That's one of his plans.
Yeah, he's going to end birthright citizenship.
Okay, but you added that in here because
That's bad.
it's unconstitutional.
Well, it is unconstitutional and it's bad.
It's also just not, yeah.
Bad for him to end that
Right. Because they are citizens legally.
Yeah.
The Constitution.
under the Constitution.
Right.
I understand.
Yeah. Bad. What are you thinking? You're thinking something?
I think that makes sense.
Why does that
His
make sense?
plan to do that?
Well, I didn't know that was a thing
Oh.
to begin
Oh.
with, but
Well, yeah.
I
anyone
guess
born
it
here
makes
is
sense.
American.
I guess it makes sense for them to not be if their parents are illegal.
Right. But they were born here.
Yeah, you're born here.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I understand under the Constitution. That's interesting. That's in the Constitution. I didn't know that was even like that.
But they kind of have to say it, I think.
Yeah, because
It doesn't
we came
strictly
here.
say like, oh, illegals who are born here.
No.
No, I know
no.
a lot of countries are like that.
Yeah.
They,
if you're
like
born
I
in-
think almost every European country is like that too.
Yeah,
if you're
Yeah.
born in the country. But now that I'm sitting here and thinking about it, I'm surprised every country in the world. I'm surprised most countries do that. I'm surprised that's even allowed.
Well, I think it's the way it's written in the Constitution is probably super vague, where it covers all citizens who are born here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just if you're here on like vacation. and your
Vacation or
wife
something.
has
Yeah,
pregnant.
yeah.
If you're an illegal, it probably literally just says if you're born in the country,
You're
you
a
are
citizen.
you
You're
are
a
a citizen,
citizen.
and of that nationality or whatever.
You breathe our air. You're here.
Yeah, which is kind of weird to have in the Constitution
Isn't it a
because it
little
seems like a no shit.
Yeah.
But I see how he's painting it to be like a loophole
I could look
Yeah.
at the
for
amendment
like
now.
families to
I think the
stay.
14th is women's rights.
14th is a woman's rights.
Is the 22nd one?
Yeah.
22nd. I'm gonna look up the 22nd amendment.
Yeah, look it up.
No, I lied. 22nd
Nope.
amendment's
Is it the 14th?
I don't think it's the 14th.
No, the 14th has to be women's suffrage, no?
But I feel like it has to be.
Yes, civil rights is 14. Citizenship, grant citizenship to all people born or naturalized in the United States, including formerly enslaved people.
There you go.
Is amendment what?
15?
14.
was it?
14.
Oh, 14.
Oh.
Okay.
I
I wonder what the
Halfway
women's
there.
was. I wonder what the women's was. 12?
Interesting.
16.
And this
19?
and this
21.
tweet. Oh yeah, a lot of people have been talking about the education reform.
Oh, you didn't play the video, bitch.
I'm not listening to
Very
It's like a
long
minute
bit.
50.
These are
It's
the
a long
important parts. I already listened to it before.
Well, yeah, but if you saying it kind of doesn't do the same effect in my mind.
That's all right.
Because then it can seem like we're construing the truth.
No, it's on screen. This is what
Yeah,
it
it's
said
on
in the
screen.
video.
I'm just telling you what people think.
So part of Trump's 10-point plan for education, he did call, and he said this before on multiple occasions, that he will eliminate the Department of Education. He's going to cut federal funding from that as well. He's going to promote bringing prayer back into the schools, is what he said in the thing.
Yep.
He's going to come at teachers' unions. He said he's going to make sure all the teachers that are doing bad are fired. He said all that. And yeah, he's going to allow people to be able to choose where they want to go to school. You don't so it's not like
Like
Where
if
you
you
live.
live in
Where
our
you-
city,
yeah.
you have to go here. He's going to allow that.
on jurisdiction.
Right.
And yeah, he's pulling funding out of, he's taking the whole Department of Education out of in Washington. He's going to say he's going to leave that all there and then bring it back to the states.
Yep.
And have them decide and pay for and figure all that stuff out themselves.
Wow.
What's your take on that?
I listen.
I don't know. I don't even. That's so. It's such a large amount of change.
The way he talks
Right.
about it,
Like I read cut federal funding. Like, I don't know what that directly affects. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me try to think about it. Hold up.
It's the issue. The issue with that is
Attacking
the
teachers
schools,
unions, like,
the
they're-
states aren't going to be able to pay for shit. Basically,
Yeah.
they're getting federal funding for a specific reason.
Yeah.
And if you're giving it to the states, like the states that are just more well off, are going to be fine. Like our school would be fine. Cranston West will be fine. Cranston East will be fine.
Right.
But like, you go down to fucking like Charahoe, they might be kind of fucked. You know what I mean? Like the smaller schools in the more rural areas of like whatever
Yeah.
state you're in, they're kind of going to be. They need that funding, and they need better funding for better education in general. And a lot of it really comes to like they're teaching our kids about like certain things that
Yeah,
great.
promoting their religion's wild.
that is.
yeah, bringing back
that's kinda
prayer
crazy.
back to school.
Like I don't know.
So I'm saying, like, anyone who's literally not Christian or I guess Catholic,
Yeah,
how the fuck you?
it's like what? Like
I'm saying,
yeah, like what do
people
we?
vote against their self-interest?
Yeah,
Like, I just don't understand that at all. I gobstopped.
like, and I get it because he's saying like we're so fucked as a country educationally. Like every year you look at the fucking thing and it's like, oh, we're like however low on like the world scale of like education,
Right.
and it's just like, oh, he's trying to figure out a way to like bring us back up, but like this isn't great.
I guess don't worry.
There's a
Probably
ghost.
an acorn.
There's
Yeah.
a ghost in Mike's house.
Probably was an
Well-
acorn. It was way outside. Don't
It was
put it in my
outside,
house,
but-
bitch.
Yeah, the way about doing this is kind of I don't know.
What else? What else we got on the dock? I have. Did we pull up the polling data?
No, not yet.
Jesus.
I can't wait. That's my favorite part of all
Not that
this.
one. That one. Polling
wait.
data. It's that one.
Where's the map first? Is this the map one?
This is a good
Because
one.
you put this one in here.
The map.
Yeah. So this was the final map of all the U.S. counties and how they voted.
Let that
It
sink.
says let that sink in. So a lot of people are using this in a multitude of ways. If you're far right, you're saying like, look at this, told y'all, landslide, haha, fuck
Right.
y'all. But it is pretty wild.
That's just zooming in on us.
But you got to look at this. You got to look at this. You got to take this all with a grain of salt because just because the majority of that area is red, it doesn't mean that there is no blue. Let's not be stupid. You know what I mean? It's interesting to look at like where the higher populated areas are and what they voted. Like how Josh was saying, like for example, like in Wisconsin and whatever.
Minnesota.
But yeah, this was something
Josh is
that
looking for Wisconsin
was
on the
pretty
map.
surprising to me to
Where?
see.
That's Minnesota. That's Wisconsin. There you go.
Yeah.
Shit. Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan.
Yo, it is wild, dude. It's wild.
Well-
And you know what?
What are you
What were you
looking
saying?
People like I think since the beginning, it's like a lot of the rural areas are always going to vote Republican for the most
Right.
part. So like the highly, like you said, highly populated areas, like these like two fucking big ass areas in one state might win a Democrat.
The state.
state.
For the whole state.
Yeah.
Well, 100%.
That's
yeah.
what's crazy. Isn't
I
that
mean,
crazy?
It's like the smaller pockets of the rural areas where Trump like kind of just like racks up points basically. That's where he got his bread and butter this year. Because of the turnover in margins between Biden and Trump versus Kamala and Trump were smaller in those areas. So it was one of those things.
Us in Massachusetts. Best states.
Goated
Vermont too, or is it? Oh, it's right up top, I think.
is right up top a little.
oh, most of it.
Sucks to suck. Someone was saying they said Oklahoma's the best state.
Yeah.
And then they put out like 49th education. Like
Yeah,
40,
yeah.
43 in, like salary.
Yeah.
Well, because
It
it's
was
all
like life expectancy is like 75.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
That's right here, right
Yeah.
above Texas.
Yeah, it's about Texas. The only red state. The only fully
Fully
red,
red.
Isn't that crazy?
state. Yeah.
Like that's wild to me that the whole state is majority.
I know that is actually insane.
Why, we're all blue.
yeah, but
This
we're so
next
small.
one, this
Or
next
anything?
map is good.
Massachusetts is blue too.
Wait, you put two maps?
Yeah, underneath. So if you look closely, if the whole country voted Democrat,
Sorry.
that's what the top map would look like.
Thanks, Ange.
Same with the bottom. If the whole country was Republican, that's what it would look like. It'd be all red.
I'm not gonna lie, that made me think for like 2 seconds. I'm like, wait a minute.
How you?
I don't know why I was.
Gotcha.
All right.
Terrible Maps. That's a goated Twitter account. Terrible Maps.
Oh shit! I didn't know
Ever
that
seen
was
Terrible
them.
Maps.
That's actually
Map
really
if
funny.
only Democrats voted. Be
Why
all-
is this one
would-
slightly lighter?
it would
Who
be-
I
didn't
was thinking
vote?
that
It
too.
would
I
be
thought he was
all
trying to
blue.
make me think. I was like, why is
Who
that
didn't
one
vote in
lighter?
fucking Minnesota? Alaska ain't up there.
It was funny. You guys
You pulled
didn't.
that. I was thinking about it.
You
I
guys
don't know what the
didn't
fuck I was
laugh
looking at.
how
No.
I didn't-
Well, I didn't know. I thought you were
I
trying to make
didn't.
a point.
I thought it was a point too. I was gonna
like,
let you
oh,
rock.
Let me look at this real quick. I'm like, what is he saying with this shit? What the fuck?
What
Yeah.
the fuck is he saying?
Yeah.
What else?
You.
Let's get back. Let's get into what
I
you
thought
wanted to
you
talk
said,
about.
"Oh, what about the second map?" I was like, "Oh, got something."
There's another map. Yeah.
Oh yeah, finally, the exit poll data.
Gave me a fucking heart attack.
I think it's where you learn a lot about campaigns and voting habits. Yeah, I guess we'll start with gender. So,
In the key
obviously-
states. In the key states.
Oh yeah, this is key states. So if you want to, click that. So key states.
Arizona.
This is the polling data from these states. I'm going to read them off. Ready? Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Texas, Wisconsin. So in those key states, 55% of men voted in favor of Donald Trump. 45% of women voted in favor of Donald Trump. Any takeaways from that?
No, makes sense.
Makes sense.
Okay, keep going. This is based on race, ethnicity. Oh, I didn't even realize it has like the actual totals for each demographic as well. So like how it's 71% of the votes were white.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
of those votes, 41% voted Democratic, which probably makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah.
The black vote, 11% of the total votes, 85% Democratic.
We did our job.
Definitely makes sense.
God bless America.
Hispanic, Latino, and I think people thought this was going to be like more blue.
Can I say? Did not think the blacks are putting down 85.
Hey, listen,
That's
I
a
didn't think so
crazy
either.
number to put
I was
down.
85
waiting
bucks.
That's an
for
insane
I was waiting
fucking
for the
number.
next day Twitter being
wanna
like,
know
you guys failed us
actually-
again. I was like, oh, here
That's
you
an
go.
insane number.
I wonder
for
what
them,
it
bro.
was with Obama.
I didn't think
Probably.
85 was even possible of a
85 is
number.
a lot. 85.
It had to have been higher than
huge.
85. That makes no sense to
85
me.
is huge.
Holy shit.
Let me see. I
I didn't even get that. Like when I read this the first time, I said 85. I go, what do you mean 85?
Yeah,
Like that's such an insane fucking number.
Hispanic, Latino vote was 12% of the total votes, 52% Democratic, and then the Asian vote was 3%, 54% Democratic.
The most third-party votes by far Asian people.
Yeah,
Interesting. I'm not sure what to
they're
think of
just
that,
here.
but
They're vibing. Nobody cared about them at all in this campaign.
other? Who's other?
Others probably
Islander
like
people?
didn't. Others probably like didn't specify.
Like Native American,
Oh, I
probably.
guess so.
Yeah, was 54%.
Can I scroll down a little bit?
Republican. That I think is the same data, right?
Scroll down a little bit more.
Sex by race.
Yeah. Well, in general, right? Whites 41% Democratic, non-whites 64%
64, yeah.
Democratic.
Oh, okay. Good catch.
Sex by race. This is interesting.
Technically voting for your what you should be voting for. Identity politics are bad, but also good.
It's I find it fascinating.
Well, so they wouldn't need it, honestly, if the two sides weren't arguing about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
one side
Yeah.
was like, I hate black people, and one side was like, please help me. Like,
yeah.
then we wouldn't need it, but
Right. So the sex by race is interesting.
Oh,
So
right, think
white men were 60% Republican. That was the largest total
Makes sense,
percentage of
makes
Republican
sense.
voting. White males made up 34% of the total vote. White women made up 37% of the total vote, which I think is in line with history, right? Don't women? I think women
More men than
usually
women.
vote more than men. In this election, 45% of white women
failed us.
That's very
were
surprising.
Democratic. I
White
thought
women,
that was
as
low.
always, failing us.
Well, something
I'll stand
that
for
our
it.
friend said. He lives in North Carolina now.
I don't know
W
who
friend,
you're talking about.
based friend. You're not in that group chat. Based friend.
Really?
Yeah. You have an
going.
Android. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
He basically said that even still, what did he say?
He had great insight.
Was it evangelical Christians? What was the word? What
Right?
group of-
Evangelical, probably.
but
Buzzword.
No.
I forget exactly what type of Christians they were, but they basically still live under the role of like we were like the women are servers, like they'll serve their husbands,
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah, evangelicals.
So
yeah.
like they're just going to vote for like the man because
Right.
it's like these are the workers. This guy's the
He said, and this is a quote from somebody who remained unnamed.
Oh, I know who this is. Yeah.
This is a quote from
I
somebody
don't even
who
realize he lives
remained
there.
unnamed. He said, "What you guys also have to understand Reason why a lot of white women down here voted for Trump is because
North Carolina.
white women believe that their sole responsibility is to take care of the home, family, cook, clean, and not hold any powerful positions or even a job in general.
Pussies.
It's all rooted in the Southern hospitality and Southern Baptist mindset. And they consistently try to get myself and partner to go to church with them and just to like impose the like those rooted beliefs onto them and people who aren't normally from there. But yeah, he had a lot of interesting stuff to say because he's not
based.
He's
based.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I responded. I said, damn. I said, blank
I should
is...
text him your base.
I said, damn,
Yeah.
blank is based. I was like, thank you. That was actually super insightful because how the fuck do we in Rhode
Like
Island...
anybody to his
Like,
wedding.
we up...
Exactly.
Us
yeah.
up here in Rhode Island, we got fucking no idea
Right.
how they're voting down there,
At
what they
all.
see, what
Or
they're...
why, yeah.
what they're brought up around. And he was even saying, you know, like in some of his school programs, he was just talking about like how wild some of the beliefs are that he hears,
Yeah. To this day.
basically. So
I can't wait to have our one Mormon friend on the pod. That's my.
You think he's
that's
coming?
My favorite podcast of all
We'll
time.
get him out of here.
I should email. He's gonna come back sometime.
Email him.
something.
What did he give up social media?
No, I just slid off my tongue. I don't know. That'd be my favorite podcast guest of all time. I think.
That'd be
anyway,
great.
let's keep going through the polling data. So white women were 45% of the Democratic
Disgusting.
vote, which I think people thought was low.
Hate white
I
people.
myself thought that was going to be higher.
Disgusting.
5% of the vote in total was black men, 77% Democratic.
Stand up.
7% of the vote, black women, 91%.
Stand
They went
up.
crazy. They went crazy.
Obama's numbers must have been 99. I don't understand how they get
99%?
higher than 91. That's insane.
91
numbers.
is wild.
This was the one that was interesting to me. Latino men,
Look at the difference.
only 43%
That's
Democratic. That was 6% of the total votes. Another 6% of the total votes was Latino women, 60% Democratic.
Base.
All other races combined was another 6% total. That was 48% Democratic. But yeah, the only takeaway is like the Latino vote, and I don't know how many. Now, what I was saying in our group chat, Mike. So these exact screenshots and polls were sent to a group chat I was in, and we were talking
Right,
about
by
it,
the stat
debating.
man himself.
We were
Yeah.
trying, shout out Statman. We were trying to figure out
Statman.
why certain groups vote certain ways.
Right.
But what I really want to know, what are the numbers? Like I want to,
The
and we'll
actual
probably
numbers.
never know that information. But
Like how many
I
people?
want to know the exact. So scroll back up, please.
What does that matter?
So if you think about the differentials, right?
Yeah.
So see how, for example, wow, let's see how much I know math and if I sound like an idiot.
Let's hear
So
it.
Latino men were 55% Republican, 43% were Democratic. That adds up to 98% because
All right.
2% voted other.
Scared me. There
But
for a
what we
second.
don't what we don't know, like that 54%, like I want to know the differential. Like I want to know how many votes is in that. Because these categories, 1% weighs more than it does for other categories here. Because Latino men were only 6% of the total vote.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
That's what I find interesting.
Yeah, the white
Where are
vote
the
weighs
pockets
popularly.
that they did super numbers? Like black women, black men,
based.
okay, it's 77% and 91%, but like that might only be, and this is obviously far from the actual numbers, that might only be like 100,000 votes
Right.
compared to, you know, the 37% of white men. That could be like 5 million. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you could technically do the math.
I don't know. You probably
Right.
can.
I just would not-
turn out of all
Yeah.
the states.
my brain
came
can't.
back
I just
calculate.
wouldn't do it. I just,
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either.
But yeah, I think it's important to look at stuff like this, and I don't know. It's interesting to see how these change over the course.
yeah, I was
of
about
time.
to say, especially for the parties, this is like critical information. So you got 4 years to sit on this and see how we can appeal to this, and why we lost this.
Yeah,
But, I mean, that's-
where they
that's-
have ground to make up.
Yeah.
like-
As said before,
'Cause you-
going woke technically only hurts you
Yeah.
Right.
because it is the white vote you're chasing.
yeah,
Which you can
is
go
tough.
woke, but it was honestly like thinking like in hindsight, it's obviously hindsight 2020. They were really like that was at the forefront of a lot of it.
Right.
Which if like at the end of the day,
Which honestly should
I-
be. Protecting people's rights should be
I
at the
think I
forefront of
agree, but
society.
people just don't
and
see
it's
it that
funny
way.
because Republicans would be like, yeah, protect our rights. But not those
Not
people's
them,
rights.
not everybody's.
And you know,
ours.
going back to when Trump first ran, and it was a whole thing where it was like blacks for Trump, Like they don't actually support you, like the Democrats as a party.
Yeah.
In a way, they
This
could
is-
not say anything to black people and they still get 91% of the vote.
Honestly, I was worried about that because
I'm shocked
over
by
the
these numbers.
past 4 years, I was seeing a lot of, especially black men,
Yeah.
like say they're voting for Trump and like
Right.
everywhere, and I'm like, wow, like
Right.
it might be us.
Well,
It might be us.
they grabbed like 23%.
That's nothing compared
Like,
to what I thought it was gonna be.
Like if you told me I'm an advertising
Well, see,
person,
I don't know because I don't know what it normally is on average.
Fair.
it's gonna be in that area, I think. But ballparking, right? Say the president comes to you for advertising firm, I'm not touching black people. I said 91%. It can't flip that.
Oh yeah,
hard.
you're cooked. Yeah.
It can literally not.
We
flip
can't do
that
nothing
hard.
for you.
91%.
Yeah, 91's crazy.
Like what?
91% of no, that's actually
Don't
crazy.
say nothing to him.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Shit,
Don't
yeah.
touch him.
And you're
Yeah.
right because that's the sole reason why you see ads in the ilk of he's for
He's for they, them.
they
Yeah,
them, and
yeah.
he's
Right.
for what
Funny
was it?
enough,
For America or some
we talked
shit.
about how she didn't
Yeah.
for
popularize
us or something like that.
That's
didn't-
you're right. Like, did you see any advertising of Trump appealing to blacks?
No,
Honestly, no, not this run. Last time, definitely.
Well, he
not
knew.
this time.
he knew the polling data.
Not to waste time. No,
Right.
dude. I find it to be so fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
I think
Definitely
it's
is.
mad
I
interesting
was
how
saying
you
'cause-
can only like you just need the majorities of a couple groups and you're in.
Oh yeah, literally.
regardless.
One group
Well,
could
yeah.
fuck you over completely.
White
Yeah.
people probably.
Wait, not that, but
I was gonna say,
oh, computer.
you know how she posted the stuff where it's like, oh, like small business for black men, like these are the things
Yeah.
we're putting out, and like Latino things. It's like she never pushed that enough because
Yeah.
she didn't fucking have to.
She shouldn't have had to.
Right. Well, we said those weren't popularized because
and
no
you're
one didn't
saying
have
like
to.
in hindsight, maybe she could have won a little more votes here or there, a little more percentages if she had pushed that stuff more.
Right.
Because people just genuinely didn't know about that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They
should-
need to put the money there
They
because
didn't-
they already had the vote.
They already had they
And-
thought they already had the votes.
Well, not. I mean,
For
black
black
votes,
vote,
not
they have,
even-
yeah, but-
Latino votes, yeah. But I think what the problem was, and going back, let's go, the woke politics is even if you look at the 20% of white people, let's just say 20% of white people who are gay,
Yeah.
or are in the LGBTQ,
Or other
they're most likely living in cities. They are not living in the Midwest.
in the rurals outside. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
an
yeah.
awful place for gays to live, and you're not getting the gay vote out there.
Right.
So it's almost like you're talking to people who are, again, already voting for you. And I don't know if it's in the polling data, because I guess they don't specify the LGBTQ in polling
Oh
data.
no, it might.
Does it have it in
They
there?
might have.
Sexuality? Scroll down, because I don't give a fuck about age. And
Age
shit.
wasn't. Oh, wasn't it?
This one was funny. This basically says the more education you have, the more democratic you have. Right? Do what you will with that one.
I actually had something to say about that.
Oh, please talk.
An
Speak.
interesting takeaway. But I want to
It's
find
not here, is it?
It might not be. I don't know how you could really. I guess you can ask.
religion.
Religion's probably a good one. Though we should bring up religion, to be honest.
Bring up religion.
Go. All right. Before we do that, scroll back up to the education
Oh brother,
because that one's pretty
Stop.
important. You went too far.
Too far. Wow.
I don't know where it was.
What education you pass? Keep going down.
By race or which?
Keep going down. Oh, you passed it. Go up 2 more. Right there. You're off.
The one about having degrees.
Thank you.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
So now the argument I saw
Right.
was people. Some of the takeaways that people had from education. When you think of education and who can actually afford college and higher education, it's the rich people in this country.
Well, and the poor's.
And the poor,
The
yeah.
poorest of the poor's and the richest of the rich.
Yeah.
2 extremes.
Sure.
What?
Um,
It's just the way it is. What do you want to tell you? I don't know what to tell you.
I don't think this has to do with people being stupid.
Well, I think it does to an
You
extent.
want me to be honest? Like,
Well, they're more educated.
I think this is more of a problem that education in this country has become so ridiculously expensive that it's quite literally not affordable for 63+% of the population. That was my takeaway when I saw this. I'm not saying that there aren't other conclusions to be taken from this data. That is the beauty of stats.
Right.
But when I saw this, I was like, wait a second. Maybe the Democratic Party only appeals to the ones that actually can afford higher education. And I think that might be a problem for them too.
Well,
no?
let's scroll down a little bit. 'Cause I think on a counterpoint, it shows the exact. Oh, screen tone down. The one where it says like salary per household. 'Cause I'm pretty sure on a counterpoint it says the exact opposite.
This one?
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
let's see this. Okay,
the-
so 2023
Wow,
total
pretty even.
family income. Speak. No, go.
No. Well, okay. Well, it just says total family income 2023. So under 30,000, split basically. Well, I guess not split, but 50% are Democratic. 30 to 50,000, 45%. 50,000 to basically 100,000, 46. 100,000 to 200,000, 51, and 200,000 or plus 51.
Favor of Democrats.
So it's interesting. It's interesting to draw that conclusion because
So
then
it
it's
kind
like
of-
you're saying basically
It kind of favors what I said. No,
no, because they're all Democratic.
that the more money you make, the more Democratic you are. Like, isn't that
Well,
kind of flipped on its head
I guess
when you were to think?
no,
if
it
you were to
favors
think
what I
about it?
think. The poorest are the poor and the richest are the rich because they're equal.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the slightest uptick and trying to make a dub out of it.
Right. No, I see that. I'm looking at the slightest equal sign
Technically,
and making
based
a
on the
dub at it.
data, I'm right.
Technically, based on the data, I think I'm right. Thanks.
I agree to disagree.
But how
But you know
could
what I mean? Like I don't think the educate. I get it. Like I get how a conclusion you can have is, oh, dumb people voted for Trump. I understand that.
That's a simple conclusion.
Oh,
But
they
I
do
think it's a simple conclusion, but I
Right.
think there's a more complex conclusion to take, and mine was, and this was fueled by some of the things I read that I kind of agree with. Like I think it kind of highlights the education problem we have in this country. That
Right, it is
perhaps
too expensive.
that perhaps education is not as available as it needs to be.
To the middle class, yeah.
So that was the only thing. That was my bit on that.
Right.
I don't really have anything else to say.
Well, I think to push my agenda, I think stupid people voted for Trump.
I also I don't think stupid people voted for Trump because they're stupid, but I think a large portion of the people like in those rural areas. I'm sorry out there if
Right.
you're listening. You're probably fucking stupid. Sorry. If you live in the sticks
You know
of like
something-
fucking
Nice. Bicoastal
Alabama or some
elitism,
shit.
Josh.
You want me to
Nice
be-
bicoastal
you want
I
me-
don't
elitism.
care.
You want me to
I'm
be
stupid
honest?
too. I'm around with you.
You want me to be honest? I'll say this. The reason, okay, so now my idea is that, and I stand on this. I think it'd be a great idea.
Stand on it. Kill them all.
Is that like I think it'd be cool if you'd have to write a couple sentences. There's some people that'd be fucked if they had to write a couple
Right.
sentences.
I'll be real. I'm pretty sure.
There's some people that would be screwed if they had to formulate actual words and
Floyd.
sentences that made sense.
Can you look up how much of the population is literate?
The
And-
American
and then-
population.
Either that, or can you look up how many population can read at a 10th grade level? Pick your poison.
I actually saw a really good tweet. I wish I saved it about the state
this?
of education in the
Oh.
country. It's gonna piss me off.
Maybe a 12th grade level. I don't know. Some kind of grade level. What does that say, Josh?
It says a
Read it aloud.
minority of Americans can read at a 9th grade level or higher.
What does it say?
The average American reads at a 7th to 8th grade level. That
Cool.
is fucking insane. That is actually insane.
Is that not insane to you?
That's
It says,
insane. I was
liter-
past it in 3rd grade.
It says literacy rate in 2022, 79% of U.S. adults were literate, and 88% of Americans aged 18 or older were literate.
That is insane.
So there's 21% of people that can't read or write.
That's insane.
Because it's both? Does illiteracy encompass both?
Yes, right. I think illiterate goes to both.
I really read it at 7th grade, 8th grade level. I don't know what illiterate means.
You don't. No, you
No,
don't.
you think I'm fucking
Mike,
stupid?
For a second,
That's
I was
what
like,
I'm saying, though. Like, you literally, in a way, to draw my conclusion better,
54% of adults have a literacy below 6th grade level.
Yeah, it's insane. That's actually
21% of adults are illiterate in the U.S.
so
High school graduates, 19% of high school graduates in the United States struggle with reading. Low income students says almost 70% of low income 4th grade students cannot read at a basic level.
That makes sense.
to push my agenda,
Yeah, they're kids.
they can't pass college because they're stupid. If
They
they
tried
can,
it.
if they can make it through college, they're probably not illiterate.
It's like yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like a give and take.
Give and take. These are stupid people.
I know, but I'm
There are
saying
a lot of stupid people.
A lot of stupid people. I'm telling you, people. There's a
Given-
lot of stupid people.
give and take's not the word, but the point I'm trying to make is like there's clear ground to make up as a country as a whole.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
that-
1,000%.
in that department. Like
Yeah.
that was my takeaway from like the education polling data.
My takeaway was people are stupid. I always hold that true. That's one of my Croft commandments.
Let's talk about the religion last
People are
thing.
stupid.
The religion data.
They also have
religion.
I
they have
wanna-
transgender gay and stuff
Why do
down
I
there as well. That's all.
Okay, we'll do that too. Protestant or other Christian, 63%. Republican, that's pretty obvious. That makes sense. Catholic, 58%. Probably also makes sense. Jewish population
Won the Jewish
was 78% Democratic.
Something
Something
Something else.
10% total. So probably Muslim.
Which I don't know why they
Buddhist.
put that. That's a huge.
Yeah, I think Muslims probably a big fraction.
Was 59% blue.
What about none? 71% blue.
But this one as well.
Right.
So this question: are you gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender?
Oh wait.
What does that even mean? I don't understand the takeaway.
Well, it
from
means
that.
they're asking if
are-
you're
Was that
gay,
eight,
lesbian.
eight? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
an idiot.
8% of them.
80%. Okay, so the gay vote made up 8%
right.
of the election. Of the gay vote,
LGBTQ
86% LGBTQ vote. Sorry, the LGBTQ
plus.
plus vote 86% Democratic makes sense.
And that's the problem right there. If you're fighting for the 8% in the swing states, you're getting fucked up.
Go fight.
Yeah,
for
that actually doesn't really make sense.
Right?
Yeah,
like you're
because
saying,
you know that's locked
you're
up.
saying target
Right.
larger demographics. You're saying.
Right, you have to. I mean, listen, you have to toe that line that you're doing that, but you have to make sure we don't jam it down people's throats so they get turned off by it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, they're not fighting for my freedom, they're fighting for...
Because now I'm
Their
thinking.
freedoms.
Now I'm thinking about it. Like, especially with Trump. I guess if it was a different, like presidential elect, different story.
Yeah.
But like Trump is like so like not against it. I guess whatever. But
Well,
like
you could say he's so in opposition.
he's the opposite of it. Yeah.
You would think that...
I don't think there's ever been. I haven't been around a long time. You want an end statement? I don't think there's
Been around
ever
the same
been.
amount of
I don't think there's ever been more polar opposite candidates ever. I haven't been around
about
too
this.
long. If I had to make
Probably.
a
I'd say so.
well-educated, uneducated guess,
Well, I guess if you count...
I doubt you could find two people that were more unalike.
If you count Bernie Sanders and Trump,
Oh,
I
that's
think
probably
hard.
that's probably the biggest.
Yeah, but he didn't even get to run like
well,
that.
he
Yeah.
should have.
I know. he
Shout out Andrew
They stopped
Yang.
him. Shout out Andrew Yang. What the fuck Andrew Yang do?
He sold the bag.
He's a fucking...
He stayed in the race too long, basically.
So that's the polling data that we thought was interesting, relevant. Insert other words here in our mouths.
Oh, I did want to.
What's up? What do you want to say?
different...
This is just the flip side of how they switched from voting in 2020.
Oh, based. Click that open. This is a good one.
Oh, can I say something
Yeah.
about on the last thing?
Oh my good lord.
Personally, I now identify as a strong gay Jewish black woman politically.
Politically, okay. I was like, what do you think?
Ideologically, I align with
A strong gay
Uh,
Jewish black woman.
That's funny.
the strong gay Jewish black women of America.
That's hilarious. This is Sex by Race.
Sex by, that sounds like a band. Sex by
by
race.
race.
Sex by
That's
Race.
That's our band name.
Yow!
Sex by race.
All right.
That's fun. That
Sex
rolls
by
off the
race?
tongue. Does that not roll
Or
off the
the,
tongue?
Sex
by
Sex by
race.
race.
For the Christmas album.
Yeah,
For the Christmas
sex
album.
by race.
Christmas covers, Sex by Race. That's crap.
So this is breaking
think of
down the
this.
data from
Like that.
2020 to 2024. We'll really just talk about the main one here that's highlighted. In 2020, Biden won 59% of the male Latino vote, and compared to 2024 when Kamala only won 44%. The other ones are all pretty similar. Latino woman was 69% in favor of the Democratic Party in 2020, only 61% in 2024. Everything else is pretty much the same, off by 1 or 2%. But pretty cool to look at. It's just crazy how, like, isn't it crazy how, like, the percents don't move? Like, it's literally within 2% in every category except the Latino vote.
Yeah,
And
that's
even
big
in the
part.
Latino vote, like, they're only making up 13% of the total votes. So it's
Yeah.
like, what swung it so hard?
Well, it could
Well,
have
that's-
been more people.
I was about to say.
Wait, go back to it. Can I see it again?
True, and a larger amount of people. That's
Well, even then,
Even the
a
percentage.
percentage
difference.
point of all
I mean,
the
women-
voters is
white
fucking.
Women went up 5%.
in
Yeah.
24. Well, they came
So
out.
okay, they kind of showed out. I mean, they showed for the wrong candidate.
wrong
but they
candidate,
Kind of showed
yeah.
out. They kind of showed out. I mean, they went up 5%, and they increased the Democratic vote by 3%. Also, the Republican vote by 3%. So, not sure how I
Yeah,
figured
no,
that.
like
one
looking
out.
at it like this, it's kind of hard to like it's hard to show how like fucking massive like even a single
The group,
percentage point
it's
is.
hard. Yeah, it is hard.
But like, brother, like 1% of all Latino men that voted is probably fucking
Just the
millions
entire
and
country.
millions. It's like yes,
Yeah, I don't know. It's I
Interesting.
think it's super interesting.
Very
to think about.
interesting. Less white men, a large portion of white women.
partial.
Anything else on this topic?
I think. Oh, We don't need to talk about this.
That's fine.
Or
We
this.
can do this last one. This last one's fun.
We can talk about
What
the
time is it?
Boston
Where we at?
game.
Where we at? Where we at?
You're
We're at
at
like a minute. We're at like an hour 40.
Hour 40.
Oh my God! Just go right
Yeah.
to the end.
All right.
Yeah, let's play
Sorry,
a game. Hold on, let's put a pin in it. So
Let's
I mean-
lighten this up.
They can't hear us either.
Oh,
they can hear us now, though, right?
Oh, I'm an idiot.
What happened?
what are you doing? is it a stationary screen?
Just keep talking. It's okay.
Oh, but they can,
Allahu Akbar,
Anyway,
baby, don't hurt me.
I'll leave you with this about
I'll leave you with
election, because I've been thinking about this for a while. Look,
I'm thinking about you.
whether the candidate you wanted to win won or not.
Pause for 2 seconds.
Thank you. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties. But let me put a bow on it. Whether or not the candidate you wanted to win won or not,
Thanks, Dark.
I just hope everybody comes back down to earth. Let's be a little normal. Like, I don't know. Like, I just really hope it doesn't driving a wedge through people. Like, I understand the moral side of it, but at the end of the day, like, we all live in America. Like, you should want
The best for America.
Like, you should want the best for America. Like, look, I'm not the biggest fan of the guy either. But I gotta try to be hopeful, like,
Oh yeah, you have to hope it does something
you
good.
know, like,
Right.
and if not, it's gonna swing the other way, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
I hope the country's destroyed.
Honestly,
You think we
I don't
need
hope
it?
the country's
You
destroyed.
think
but
we need a
Oh, come on!
I'm gonna do. I'm
think we need a
pointing
reset?
fingers. I'm pointing fucking fingers when it gets
Listen.
time to point
Listen,
fingers.
my
way to ruin my fucking.
my
Sorry.
general reaction after the week, and it said, I said, as a mostly cis white male, I will simply sit back and count my coins.
And watch
Good
what
luck,
the fuck
everybody.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I said, I put it, and I was like, listen, I hope you get exactly what you asked for, and that's all I said. There it is. I hope you get what you voted for.
What you fucking asked for,
Whatever that means to you, I hope you get what you voted for.
Because
Simple as that.
yeah, I think I don't know. We're at a point in time where like I do see the divides
Oh yeah.
in people, and I don't like that. I don't like that as a citizen of America. It's the most American I've ever felt in my life when I was voting in that ballot.
Really?
Is your mom American?
Of course, my parents are
Just
American.
make. Oh, I thought your dad was from Italy.
Yeah, but he's a citizen. My
Oh.
mother,
Oh, you didn't-
mother
what do you
was
think?
my mother was born. My mother was actually conceived in Italy.
Where was your father conceived?
Italy,
Oh, okay.
but my mother was born here. I'm not illegal, bro.
I didn't say you were. Maybe you're a birthright citizen.
I am. I was,
Take your back ass. Take your
I was
back
born
right
here.
to fucking Italy.
but that was
bitch.
like the most American I ever felt in my life because I was somebody that grew up.
watching the Dodgers
I'm
win.
not even gonna get into all that's too much shit. But
Cubs.
Dot.
That's the most American I've
Watching
felt.
the
When the
Cubs-
goddamn Cubs took it back.
The Mets bring it back, baby.
the guy, I finally it was probably the first time where I felt like I participated in America.
This is our fucking city. That's
Yo. That was actually really good. But I don't know. Like I hope I get it. Like people are going to be kind of down for a little bit, and I think that's completely understandable when the candidate that you want to win doesn't win. But I hope we can all I don't know. I hope we can all mend that, kiss and make up.
hopefully soon. Yeah. There's always flack in the beginning
It's not-
after the
It's
election.
not right. I don't like that. It doesn't sit right with me, the division that is created by these elections.
Terrible game.
I just hope we get to a point
Yeah.
where it's not ran on stuff like that. But
Yeah. Hopefully.
we'll
hopefully
see.
soon.
Like I'm trying. I don't know. I'm trying to see it positively. Like we'll see how these 4 years go, and
works.
it'll be interesting to look back if Diversity Catalog's still going on at that time.
Yeah.
Hope so.
There might be a division between me and you.
Yeah.
I think so.
You have to put a wall up in between.
Well, once you get put back to Italy, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Problem.
I know.
Coming for you.
I'll do Zoom calls or something.
But I will call ice on your ass.
I was about to say.
This guy looks a little too Guidish.
Hey man, wait.
Come out.
Hey,
Where your parents from? Huh?
he's a ski. But let's play a game. Josh wants to play a game.
Let's play a game.
Tell him about this game we're gonna play, Josh. What is
So we are playing, as the kids call these days. It's agree or disagree. Mike is the green one.
this? That's what they call it.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah. Ange is the red one. I'm the blue one. I'm going to ask a series of questions,
Oh.
and we are going to put our points on the things and explain why, basically.
Oh god.
Just a thing for us to get talking, so people get to know more of us and see how we think and tick and all
all right,
that.
bet.
These lighthearted
So yeah,
questions?
strongly some are, some aren't.
Oh.
Oh god.
Strongly agree. Obviously, the middle would be agree. Under that would be disagree,
Yeah,
and
slightly.
then strongly. Oh yeah, and then
Slightly agree. Gotcha.
So,
This is a nice graphic you made up for the audio listeners that
Thank you,
unfortunately
thank you.
can't see that.
But yeah, go to YouTube. You can see the visuals
all
of it. Go subscribe as well if you haven't yet.
I wish I had the top hat.
I
Yes.
don't know what that means.
First one.
Oh.
Money doesn't bring happiness. Where would you line on that? I'll ask you first, Mike. Just say
mean-
what, I'll put it, and then we'll go big screen and talk about it.
That's tough.
Money. What was it again? Money can't.
Money doesn't bring happiness. Yeah.
Money doesn't bring happiness.
Yeah.
Lightly disagree. Oh my god.
Okay. Ange, what about you?
I'm also. I'm slightly disagree.
Slightly disagree.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit and slightly agree.
That it doesn't bring you happiness.
Oh wait, I'm also in slightly disagree along with you guys.
Oh, good. All right. Oh,
I'll go
shit, that was
first
easy.
for this one
Yeah.
Good.
Money doesn't bring happiness. Yeah.
because it definitely can.
I agree.
Right. Life gets a hell of a lot easier with money. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that much.
Like I don't think. I think the line in the sand I draw is I have never relied on the happiness that I can obtain from money I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I mean, I be earning now.
Top earners, top earner.
You know, like I have a decent job.
Getting the tax cuts.
I have a real world job. Like I probably should be spoiling myself more than I am, going on vacations and shit. But like, I don't know. I especially this past year, I can't wait for like our end of year episode when we like review stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I got happy. I had so many things in my life this year that made me happy that didn't cost me money.
Yeah.
That
Right.
you can't trade. Like that. Like the type of happiness you get from something you buy is completely different.
Yeah.
So I slightly,
It's fleeting.
but I acknowledge that it can get you some stuff. You guys feel the same?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I guess my main thing is, obviously, would most people be happy with $1 million? Yes.
Yes.
But I do know people who are richer than me who are not happier than me. So I don't think innately you can be...
You're overthinking it.
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
I mean, giving someone $1 million would make them really fucking happy. It'll solve a lot of fucking
Right.
problems. I have to
Yeah.
imagine most people's quality of life would increase
Yeah.
drastically and they'd be happier. But I could still
You know
be
what never
happier and
made
make less.
You know what never made sense to me?
What?
I don't think like you making a fuck ton of money automatically equals you're happy. I don't know why people get hung
Well,
up on
you
that.
just have more issues if you're broke.
Yeah. There's more to be sad about when you're broke.
Right.
But I don't think it's a guarantee that you must be happy if you're a billionaire.
Bro, you don't,
No.
You know, it's not must be happy.
Like the
but
thing
you-
that always
It
Because that's
can
more of
bring.
opportunity.
It
That's
can
the
bring
problem.
happiness. Yeah.
No, I know, but that's a common thing that people always say. Like, what could they be happy? What could they be not happy about?
Right.
With so much money. Like
That's
how
what
you
I'm
literally
saying,
just said. I'm not shitting on your opinion.
Right.
I'm just saying that was something I never understood. Why people were like, people just assume that you
Like, oh, you can't have a problem,
You can't
yeah.
be unhappy. That doesn't make sense. to
Yeah.
me.
Well, it's almost like,
There's a lot of things you can't fix with money, just because
Right.
you have it like that.
I don't know, because I think with money comes time. And if you have all that time to work to gain happiness,
Perhaps.
you should be happy.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Like you don't have anything. You almost don't have anything to worry about physically in your world, just mentally.
Yeah. And I
So
think
it's like
that's
all your work should be there.
that's why I'm
I
at
would
slightly.
I would argue becoming happy mentally is a lot harder.
100%. Yeah.
But if you're physically unhappy, also it's impossible to be mentally happy.
Physical, as in
Most
like
of the time.
as in the items like your possessions, your materialistic things. You're saying.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like if you're living on the street and you can't
Right.
pay your bill, like
physical
you're
outside,
gonna be
like,
sad.
Not external, like not internal, externally.
Yeah,
I get what
external
you're saying.
factors,
I
yeah.
get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm at slightly for that reason as well. I don't think you can, like, if you have like severe depression and you get dropped $100 million, like
gives a fuck?
you're still severely depressed. Like that's still gonna be there. That's just is what it is.
Doesn't help you that your
It
crush
doesn't-
still don't want you.
Exactly.
Well, she might now.
And now
For,
she's
like,
gone. You know?
For me, obviously, it depends on what makes you happy in life, and if you can
Right.
use that money to
100%.
achieve those things. Like me personally, if I had a shit ton of money,
Put it back in the
what
pot.
makes me happy is like giving, and I like if I were to like start like a fucking like
Gave you nothing.
You gave me shit.
laughter.
You don't got a lot of money.
After that's a good.
I don't got
one.
money. I don't got money.
Ah, that's a
Hey,
good one.
I'd rather you make
like
me
that
laugh
answer.
than give me $20.
There we go.
Wow,
No,
about
but
50.
if I were to start
Yeah,
like a nonprofit or do charity stuff
Yeah,
or
you
like
have
just
to-
help somebody out. Like if this ever goes big, I would love to just drive by somebody on the fucking street and give them $10,000. Say, hey, enjoy it. There you go. If we had that fuck you type of money.
I say, wait, hold on.
But like, yeah, that shit makes me happy. So like,
$10,000.
yes, in terms like you having a lot of money and you being able to achieve and do things like that, because I think that is genuine happiness when you're able to make somebody else happy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's why, and I'm like teetering on strongly agree. But at the same time,
Yeah.
like I said, if you're very like depressed,
That's why I wasn't on.
that's where it's like
I don't think it fixes. It doesn't, fix all your problems,
fix
it fixes a
it.
hell of a lot.
I
Yeah.
thought we don't. I was hoping we.
I thought it would be different on this too, to be honest.
I thought I was going to take a terrible. I thought I was going to take a big stance.
Next one should be easy, depending on how you see it.
Okay.
No, it is a toss up or the throw away. We are not alone in the universe.
Yeah, I mean, strongly agree.
You strongly agree,
I mean, yeah.
Angelo?
I mean, mathematically.
in the universe.
In the whole universe.
I'm sorry.
In the universe.
Yeah.
In
no,
the
it
whole
only-
of the
only
entire
becomes-
space and time.
only becomes
perceivable.
strong-
What
it
we
becomes
perceive.
Stronger the bigger.
What we perceive.
Right.
That's
Yeah, I agree. I believe in aliens and stuff.
unfortunately I also strongly agree.
I was going to say, I'm like, I thought you were about to flip it on.
That's fine. Why do you?
Yeah, I mean-
why do you strongly agree, Mike?
It's just, it has to be.
I think we've seen shit.
Mathematically,
I think there's shit
odds-wise.
that we've seen.
I think there's already shit that people on Earth have seen and know and have governmental facts.
Yeah,
that they
yeah,
just
yeah.
Don't tell the people to be
Right.
honest.
JFK was an alien,
Right.
Now, okay, there's
so they shot him.
aliens, which is the first thing we think about, but like life can be other things as
There's
as
humans.
Right. Ants
Like,
on Mars,
back-
cockroaches on
back
Mars.
stuff like like stuff like
Bacteria.
that. Different bacteria, plants, and on other planets and stuff like that.
Yeah, probably. I'll take that. Yeah.
I'll take the spread on that.
Yep. What's next?
Oh, I like this one. There are no actions we can take that can stop global warming.
Agree. I'm trying to figure out if I strongly agree or slightly agree.
I mean, I'm firmly, strongly agree on this.
There are no actions we can take.
I think you
Yeah.
can postpone it. Probably.
That's exactly. What are you picking, Mike?
All right. Well, how are you defining global warming? You're talking about the natural fucking warming of the planet, or are you talking about
Like climate
the
change.
ecological disaster we've?
Yes. The man-made part of
Let me
it,
think about this.
not because obviously the planet would heat up anyway.
I almost don't know enough to answer.
I'm gonna say. I technically, I guess, because it's almost like an absolute question. I have to say strongly disagree.
Wow.
Because there's going to be a way.
Wow.
There's going to be a way.
Wow.
Are we willing to do it? No. But there's probably an actual way.
Well, here's
we could do
my
it.
thing. I think we are so far past the point of it actually being able to be either stopped or reversed that, like Andrew was saying, we can do things to minimize it and slow it down. The pace
I think
of
we
it,
could slow it down.
But
but it's
it's
probably
gonna happen.
impending
Like,
doom.
yeah. Like I don't think there's anything that we could do now unless we all fucking just stop driving cars, and that's just not possible. That's
mean,
not
it was
Well, I
feasible.
guess that's what I'm saying is like
Yeah.
And
there's
it was
a
like
way. We're not going to do it, but
it was
there's a way.
like 70 again today.
Snow's not snowing.
November.
It's not snowing. We're never seeing snow again.
It's November 11th.
You're going to have to drive 300 miles north to go see snow.
68 degrees today. That's
Not seeing
insane.
snow again.
That's insane.
Wake up, people. Not seeing snow.
Look,
again.
it's cold at night finally, but during the day,
That's crazy. It's like spring weather right now.
that sun comes through.
which is insane.
Love fall.
It don't feel like fall.
Winter's only going to be February.
Doesn't feel like fall.
Okay, yeah. What's next?
How do you think we can end it, Mike? What'd you say?
What?
How do you think we could stop it? Like, why you strongly disagree?
There's going to be a way.
There's just got to be a way.
I think there's always a way.
Mike's
to do
that type of
something.
person.
Yeah, I'm an optimistic person. I think, we all stop driving our cars, all stop carbon emission, do carbon capture, nuclear energy, some other dumb shit. I don't know. It's probably a bunch of things you'd have to do, but you could probably.
In unison at all.
I always think it's the same with the aliens. Like, odds-wise, yeah, there probably is a way.
Yeah.
Like, there
Just
probably is a route.
to stop it. We just don't know it
Yeah.
yet or something.
Yeah, we're definitely not willing to do it.
Yeah, well, willing is a different question,
Right.
I guess, yeah.
If you ask me, is there a way that we'd be willing to do it? No.
No. Okay.
But is there a way? Yeah, probably.
Next one. You want a layup or a tough one?
Well, we got
tough.
We can get the rims.
Sexual orientation is determined at birth.
Christ. What the? Ah, man. I've had this discussion many times, actually.
I mean, I'm sticking to strongly agree, personally.
Sexual discussion is originated at birth.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Completely chosen?
Yeah.
Like you come out the womb gay.
No, that means
stamped
you
on your
can't
forehead.
choose. No, that means no.
What are you saying?
Sexual, it's determined at birth. Like you're born.
Like you come out, they stamp you gay.
You're wired
Yeah.
a certain way. No, he's saying you're.
Saying.
Yeah. What?
What?
He's saying you come out of the womb
Whatever you are. Yeah.
liking what you like.
Yeah. That's what I say. That's how I see it. Strongly agree.
I actually disagree. I think it's a spectrum.
Wow. Which where?
Right, but he's saying, are you assigned to the spectrum when you come out?
Right, I know what he's saying. Yeah, that's
Like, could you
tough.
move your
That's
spectrum point?
That's a tough question.
Ooh.
I know what you're saying because the way I see myself, right,
Pick, Mike,
is
please.
Hmm?
Pick.
fuck, that's tough.
I think lightly disagree.
Okay.
I think I slightly disagree too, and the only reason I say that is because,
You think you're a little gay?
to my knowledge, I haven't developed feelings for a man
Yet.
but
You could.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I strongly agree then.
That's what I'm. Well, that's
or,
my thing.
Or
I think.
mean, slightly agree rather.
Slightly agree. You want to switch you?
I'm gonna say slightly agree. Only reason I say that is cause all right. Let's be honest here. You have best friends that are males.
Yes.
Yeah.
You ever want to kiss Josh?
No,
You're
not
gonna
really.
Oh, they're gonna say yes.
Not my type.
Like I'm saying, like the amount. And this now, listen to
All
me,
right,
right?
guys.
That's gotta be
Now the
racist.
time.
Sorry.
Now listen, the amount of time. I'm looking at myself.
Right.
With the guy friendships I have, like if I think about my best friends,
Right.
the amount of time that I spend with them, if I was to spend that same amount of time with a girl,
Gonna catch feelings.
I think I would not even probably. I actually don't even think it matters. I think, yeah, I guess I slightly agree. I wouldn't see myself not developing feelings for a girl if I was to spend the copious amounts of time that I spend with my male friends and talk about the things I talk about with my male friends. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I was gonna say slightly disagree is because I don't see why, and this is what was catching me up. It wasn't. I was looking past the like predetermined notion.
Yeah.
It was more of I don't see why I wouldn't be able to take a liking to a man.
Well, I think that's my
Yeah.
part of it. Is I think
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's your sexual orientation, and regardless of if you find that out later on in life, I think that's your thing.
Yeah.
Like my brother, I know for a fact, like he knew
Yeah,
he was
great
gay
example.
when he was younger. Like he knew it.
Lied to my face.
I've
And like you
actually
don't
had,
get taught like you know what I mean, like who to like, who not to like at that age. So it's just like inherent. Like
I've
you're
actually
attracted
had,
to what you're
yeah,
attracted to.
Yeah, I've actually had like super in-depth conversations with one of my close friends now that is bi, and she was like spelling it out for me, giving examples of same thing. Like she had cases where like she was young before she even knew about what it means to be attracted to
Yeah.
gender. Like, and I was like, wow, like.
That's what I think.
I guess I
know-
slightly agree, but I also see a world. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. There's a
I know
difference.
exactly
There's a
what you're
difference in what I'm
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
say.
Yeah.
It's hard to wrap my mind. Yeah, I would say slightly agree.
I can't tell if this counts or not.
Okay.
I've had this discussion before with people. Now, because I do think
He was kidding when he said a tough one.
I do think there
I'm surprised you
is-
even asked that.
I do think you can be put on the spectrum from birth. You do, because I think there are like predetermined genetic things in you
True.
that you have dispositions to be certain things, right? Outside of just gay or something like that,
Yeah.
like a smoker or something else. Just yeah.
Okay.
And I do think based on your environment, those can change.
Like nature versus nurture, you're saying.
Yeah.
I agree. I
Like,
can see that.
and
I
the
see
most
that. I see
extreme
that
case,
side of it.
the
I
most
see that
extreme
side.
case I can say is
see
like
that
because
side of
like I feel like in a way like a CIA fucking torture chamber way.
Yeah.
Like you could program someone to be gay.
But at the same time, they're never really.
Right.
Yeah.
But technically you are programmed to be gay now.
That's an interesting.
Right. So
think
where,
about
how
it
does
like
that lie? Even if you're
That's an interesting
predetermined to be
argument.
straight, but then I make you be gay.
Because I think bare bones, at the end of the day, like in your mind, you're still gay.
No, you get no.
But
yeah,
your
you're right.
your brain has just been flipped. But like
Right.
it's still in there. It's still in there. So I think you are what you are. I think it can
But
be
you're gay
changed.
now.
But I think when you come out at birth, whatever you are, you are. That's
Well,
why
I wonder how it plays a
Well, if
role.
you're going clean-
Hold on. I wonder how it plays a role in the lives of kids that are adopted by LGBTQ plus couples.
Well, I don't think you. I think that's part of my point. I don't think you can be taught to be gay. I think you're
I can
attracted to
force you to be
something
gay,
you're
though.
attracted not to be, or you're not attracted.
You can mentally break someone to
That's
be gay.
yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
That's the thing that I've gone throughout life thinking, because like a lot of people are like, oh, don't put those flags in our classroom. You're teaching our kids to be gay. Like, I personally don't think that's a thing. That's how I see it.
If you're saying if you come out of the womb and at that millisecond are you predetermined to be gay, yeah. But I think you can be psyop, brain tortured to be gay.
Yeah, I guess. And
So
that's
in
why
that
you're at strongly or
That's why I'm
slightly.
like-
Well, you raise an
Slightly.
interesting point, right? Because the thing I'm thinking about, right? Like I just brought up kids who are adopted by LGBTQ plus couples. Think about kids in this country and why they don't. Like if I had to guess why people don't find out later in life where they fall on the spectrum, is because they were naturalized to be in a two-parent. It's case by case.
Yeah.
But I have to imagine most of the people were brought up in a two-family household, male, father,
Woman,
female,
yeah.
mother.
Right.
So they must think like, oh, that's my destiny as well.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then you start playing the game, and you're like, damn, I'm not really feeling.
Susie.
Right. I see what you're saying.
know
Like
what I'm
you
saying?
should be kissing boys. You don't know. If you don't kiss a boy,
Like
you
I'm
don't know.
saying, like like I think that
Right.
probably exists too.
Right,
That's probably
100%.
an aspect of it too, where it's like, but then like there's people that probably have internal conflicts that are like, I shouldn't be doing this. Like all the other couples, parents, people older than me aren't like that. Why should I be like that? But you really are, because you were
Right.
born into it. So
Yeah.
I guess I would say I
That's
slightly
what I
agree.
think. I think even the people that find it
Right.
late, it's in you all along.
So it's like if I was disproportioned to like peas coming out of birth, but I never had peas, but then I had peas and I
That's
like
why I
peas.
don't like corn. My dad never ate corn.
Right. I don't know if that. I mean, yeah, I think that's more of a nature. Well, right. That's a natural thing. He could have a disposition to like corn.
That's
He's
not
just
funny.
never
That's
had
the
corn.
dead honest truth.
Right.
I hate corn.
He could love corn, but maybe he doesn't eat it enough where he realizes he loves corn.
But I think
it's he's psyop.
but for me, it's in there. It's in there anyway.
Right. But he could love corn.
Corn is for the
But
ant.
I think it's in there regardless.
Right.
I think it's in there regardless.
Right. But
Because I'm not gay.
Your
but-
point is not wrong, but you see what
Yeah.
he's trying to
right.
say.
I'm saying, is it a different point?
My liking of corn is still there in my brain. I haven't found it yet.
But how do we know
it
it's
was
there?
You find it after you try it.
experiment.
What if you never try it?
That doesn't.
But
mean,
I still
that
think
doesn't
it's still
mean-
in there.
What
doesn't
does it
mean-
mean? But it's like
it doesn't
I think
mean
it's still in there.
Schrodinger's
You just never showed
It
it.
doesn't mean it's not there.
But that's Schrodinger's corn eater.
Listen,
You don't know if it's there
It's
or not.
what?
If
Schrodinger's cat.
I
you
don't,
leave him in the room with the corn, you don't know if
Yeah.
he's gonna eat it or not.
If I leave you, if I leave you in the room with the corn, I don't know if you're gonna eat it. Like I don't know it's there until it's there. Like
But
I
it is
can't-
there.
No, but you don't know that.
You don't know
until
that for
eat the
100%
corn.
fact
you
until you
might
get
not
in there.
know
yeah.
it, but it
Like, you
is there.
definitely don't know it until you eat the corn.
But it is there.
But it
But
could
it is
not be
there.
there too.
It could not.
So it's
Listen,
Schrodinger's
I'm
corn eater.
I'm not gay, but I believe
Josh, thumbnail
that
for the
when
episode. Schrodinger's corn eater.
I believe I believe that like when a gay person finally is able to express himself and like
It's
be able to
elation.
explore
Right.
that, I feel like that is something, a feeling that like probably just clicks in their head.
Clicks.
We're like,
It's
this
elation.
is
Yeah, it's
right.
never- yeah.
And that
Right.
innate feeling of like this is right is what I'm saying. It's just in your head and you just don't know it until you know it, but it's there. It's just
It
dormant.
was always
100%.
there.
It's dormant until you act on it, but I think it's still there.
Just
See,
because
that's
you
how I
don't
see
know
it.
it's there doesn't mean it wasn't there the whole time.
But it also
Yeah.
means it couldn't not be there.
I hate you, bro.
I'm just
I understand
saying.
your point. I get your point. I
I'm
get your
playing.
point.
I
get
just
your
have to
point.
play both sides. I think there's a psychology
I know.
effort to it too.
I do get your point.
That was good. That was a good one.
You like that one?
You got any other good ones?
Let me see.
No.
How many
no.
more do you have left?
I have a lot more, but I'm gonna cut.
Oh my God.
Let's do a layup one.
Do you have another
Like do
hard
like a
one?
lighthearted one and then a hardish one if you have it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
bone in or boneless.
Yeah.
Doesn't even fit on the agenda.
Oh shit.
It's like bone or boneless. Strongly
That better
agree.
be the name of the episode. Schrodinger's corn eater.
Um.
It's a
No,
great
it's
one.
not.
Okay.
It's such a great one. Love that.
President-elect.
There are no such things. Can I ask two, and then you decide which one you want to do?
Sure.
There's no such thing as ghosts, or are movies or TV shows better?
movies or TV shows.
Yeah, movies or TV shows.
Okay, are movies or TV shows better?
TV shows.
Oh wait, movies are better than TV shows. Sorry, that's what I meant to
Gotcha.
do.
Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree that movies are better than TV shows.
He thinks TV shows are better.
I watch so
Oh,
much
that's tough.
TV.
and I watch no movies.
I will put
So
Fucking
movies
piece
are
of
better. I will put in slightly agree, and I will explain that after my picks.
okay, I have it. All right, yeah.
Well, you go first. Yeah.
He didn't go yet.
Well, after he ponders. This is supposed to be layup.
shit. This is tough. No, because I think of the qualities they both bring.
Gun to your head. Someone asks you right now. What are you putting it?
If, like, gun to my head, if I had to pick one to watch the end of time, it'd probably be movies. Because I have like
where would you
favorite
align on the
movies
thing?
higher. Slightly agree.
Slightly agree. All right. So Mike and I are both in slightly agree. Angel strongly
So
disagree.
me and Josh slightly agree.
So you
movies are
guys
better.
go first.
I watch a lot of TV, and I really do enjoy watching my TV shows. I love it. There's a lot of great TV out there,
Love cop.
and honestly, there's more great TV just out of just how much there is than movies.
I don't believe that's true.
I think there's way more great TV just off like
Not a point to
a
argue.
yearly
Yeah.
base,
Probably is.
just because there's so much
More
more
episodes.
TV, so much more
Movies.
episodes. But I think
All right, if you
that's why I'm in slightly
all
agree
right, but
because
I guess I was looking at based on like titles.
No. Based on like episodes.
well, either way, that's not even like the brunt of my
Yeah,
point. It's
that's
like
meaningless.
I believe I'm in slightly agree because I love movies because there's more of a payoff when you have to wait like 6 months to a year to get to the next part. And like I'll
Bad
the
point.
example for me is the like the Avengers movies.
Awful point.
The payoff at the end of Endgame that I got, I don't think I'd be able to replicate that in like most TV shows. It's something, especially like franchises, like series of movies. Like you grow with the movies more so than you do with.
Mike's like Maddie's on your side.
It's an
But like I think like you grow with movies in a different way than you do with TV shows.
Funny, okay.
And I feel like movies just leave a bigger impact on you because you wait so long for it, and the payoff for the most part is good. But you're like a fucking I don't want more than I don't want sequels.
That's an actual awful point.
Why? But like
Because
why?
I think TV shows have that on lock.
Why?
You think in
I was-
Game of Thrones, you literally watch actors
That was
age
the-
from like 10 to fucking
that was
20.
Yeah, you do the
exactly
same thing in movies.
Same thing with Stranger
you made
Things.
you almost
same thing in movies.
Barely.
you made
Barely.
you made the same points I was gonna
Yeah.
make for TV shows.
I think it's a thing
Really?
that
You
TV
think
shows
so?
affect
Verbatim.
more than anything. I mean, movie-wise,
So
you
what's
could
a
say that
movie?
with like Harry Potter, I guess. Name of the movie franchise where you see people like grow up in front of you.
I just said the biggest
Star
one.
Wars.
Avengers?
Yes.
They're fucking like 30 years old.
No, but I'm
I
saying
can't tell 'em when
I'm
they
saying
grow
the
up.
characters.
Star Wars.
I started
Yeah,
watching those movies in
character
2012
character arc,
to 2020.
Character arc-wise, yeah.
2012 to 2020,
You know what?
a
It doesn't-
continuous arc of
listen,
movies going there. I
It doesn't
think
hit when someone ages from 20 to 30.
I'm saying I personally,
10 to 20.
I'm saying I personally, from that span of movies to this point, I don't think there's been a TV show that I've been able to like latch on
Fully
that much.
Yeah.
I guess that's your
And the payoff was so insane for Endgame when Endgame came out. To me, it outshines all the TV shows I watched.
That's fair.
100%,
Watch bad
100%.
TV, I guess.
I do watch a lot of
Yeah.
TV.
All right.
Bad TV, I said. Should I go or you want to go?
Well, you go. It's just
But I'm also in slightly agree. I'm not fucking disagree.
you go. You're on the same side.
I hate him. Well, I'll give you time to put in your new point.
I don't
because
need
you stole
time.
your point.
Say your whatever. What are you gonna say?
I don't have a take. I think at peak for peak, I think movies are a bigger spectacle. I think they.
Now that's a great point.
Thank you. I think they're and when I said before when I had a gun to my head, I'm like, man, which one would I choose? My first thought was Interstellar. I'm like, you could never if you put that over like a season, it wouldn't be as impactful.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
That's not what you said at all.
That's what I'm.
You said
I'm
the
that.
exact opposite.
That's no. It's not.
Said over like a 5-year span.
No, but I'm saying franchises give you that same thing. Like you're not going to be able to get that, and if you break a movie down to episodic, it's not going to do as well. Like if you break, like you're saying, you
a different
break
type of art
Interstellar
form.
down to episodic, it's not going to be as great.
Right.
There's a ride you take along movies in general than you do with TV shows. It's different.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You're invested more. You hate my guy. It was
Can I cook now?
it was
No,
a
hold on,
point.
let me finish my-
It was a point. It wasn't my whole entire argument.
Well, it seemed like it. Movies are a spectacle. I think you can't capture certain spectacles over a longer period of time. And I do think the payout and the emotional highs and lows in a 2-hour period, you can put more inside of it. In the same way, like it's more dense. Like it's more dense emotionally, and there can be higher payoff in a 2-hour series than a time investment is like just say like an 8-year long series. Like you may be more attached, but I think the length you can go in a 2 hours is like greater than in, I guess like an 8.
You have less time for fucking filler, basically.
It's just better, yeah.
Both
guess that's it.
of you are wrong.
Slightly wrong.
Slightly, yeah.
I think you grow far more with TV shows. I understand your argument on movie series.
Well, that was a specific franchise, yeah.
Awful take.
It's a
But
personal
no,
take. It's not awful.
I think you grow way more with TV shows. I mean, you think about some TV shows went for seasons. Like, they were literally a part of your life.
Yeah.
Right.
And not to mention how long they are. And there's the argument about filler, right? You make a decent point when you
One
say...
Piece.
You make a decent point when you talk about how you can fit more in the 2 hour periods. There's more emotional highs and lows. It's like a quick rush. But with TV shows, I think TV shows are actually more of a spectacle. Reason why I say that is because a movie comes out, not everybody watches the movie same day, same time, night of premiere at midnight.
That's fair.
TV shows, in my opinion, are more of a spectacle because when Game of Thrones was at the height, and like I remember in high school, like when Walking Dead was huge, like everybody that watches the show is all tuned in and consuming the content live at the same time. Movies could never generate that ever. You're only
Well, they did before.
Maybe they did before, but my point is like you're only sharing the experience with the 100-odd people in the movie theater, where when you're watching a TV show and you're up to speed and watching every new episode as it happens, like you get to feel a part of a massive group, like a massive following that you can relate to in some capacity. Movies get that. It's just drawn out over a longer period of time, like the reaction impact of a movie. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to wait to react fully till your boy sees
Yeah.
the movie. You can't talk to him right away. Obviously, people don't watch, but I feel like people are more inclined to watch a TV show right away because it's only an hour of their time. Movie theater, you got to go there. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I feel like the payout is actually higher in movies too. Because you have like, all right, sometimes there's filler, but when it comes to like plot development, character development, like, yeah, you need filler to like create intrigue, to create interest in characters and plot lines. But I argue that having to wait 9, 10, 11, 12 episodes for the finishing, I imagine there's more of a climax, you feel. Finally getting to the end of that. But if you're the type of person, that's a whole rabbit hole, never mind.
Well, even with that point, that's why I was brought up Endgame specifically because I
Yeah,
thought
no,
someone
I
was
see
gonna
what
say
you're
that
saying,
point,
like, 'cause
'cause
I
I'm
have-
like literally when I was
yeah,
a
you
child all the way
guys-
to like
Yes,
18, 19, whatever the fuck it was when Endgame came out. I was
yeah.
like, that payoff was a mess.
Yeah, yeah. And I probably can't even comprehend the payout that you get from a movie series like that because I don't give a shit about them. I don't watch them. But I have friends like yourself and other friends in our group chats that are like super mega fans of Marvel and their characters and the developments, and they know the comics and they've seen all the offshoot TV shows and movies for each individual character. And like hearing some of you guys talk about the emotions you felt in the theater when it was tied together in that movie is undeniably special. Like, I feel like, but yeah, TV show. I ride with the TV shows.
There's also a good point. The reaction in the theater, like the theater reactions going to see like a movie on opening night,
Like,
and like
that's
the
pretty
crowds
cool,
cheering and
'cause-
shit like that. Like you honestly,
Yeah. Like
'Cause,
you're
yeah.
you're a part of a bigger group initially when you're watching a TV show live that's like the episode's premiering right now. It's 8 p.m. on Sunday. But the difference is like people meet up, but like we're all in our own living room and
Yeah.
you're looking at people's reactions on fucking Twitter. Like when you're in the movie theater and it's gripping y'all and
You're in that shit.
and you feel the emotions come over the theater, and you don't get that with TV shows. So
yeah.
Which sucks. I think we're past the golden age of movies and TV shows. Because
Both?
I remember
I don't
when,
believe that to be true.
at the height of Game of Thrones when it was like bars full for like the episode watches, like that. I think that was the peak of TV.
Of TV,
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
100%.
Yeah.
That's the
And the
best
peak
show
of like
all-
movies
you
were
think
like
that's the best
early
show of all
90s, where it
time?
was like the premieres were like fucking massive event.
Right.
But you still get
People
those with
lined around
some franchises, but not to that extent.
people not lined around the block for the open to get the movies.
Right.
They pre-order them and they just walk in.
Well, okay, that's
spectacle's gone.
different. That's different because if you
Spectacle's
didn't
gone.
have the pre-order ticket stuff, it would be you'd have to be waiting in lines.
Now
But that's
it's not.
COVID. That's a COVID thing.
It's not a COVID thing.
Really,
Convenience thing.
Start after COVID for the
I'm
most
more of a TV show person. That was a good question. Let's do a difficult one.
part. All right. let me see.
Medium-ish, at least.
Okay. The internet has done more harm than good.
Way strongly agree. Above strongly agree.
What?
Wow.
You and crack? You wouldn't have a fucking job.
Don't care. Would be,
I'm in
would be a lot. Would
Wrongly
be a lot.
disagree.
slightly disagree.
Would be a
What?
Lot, would be a lot happier.
Mike is in
You guys okay?
strongly
Are we
disagree.
all right? What the hell?
The question was the internet has done more harm than good. Ange, you seem very quick to say this. Why? Why do you feel that way?
I think society has suffered massively from the
Society.
development of the internet. Does it make things more convenient? Absolutely. Sure. Are we more efficient as a society? Sure, but I wouldn't trade efficiency for happiness, self-respect, self-esteem. I think there's a lot of mental health issues that simply would literally not exist if we didn't have the internet as it is today. And I'll die on that hill. I have nothing else to say. That's it. You can't.
Why you
that.
strongly
You
agree?
literally can't beat that argument.
My
the
argument
middle
B
here.
would be
I think I genuinely believe, and like I could never give you stats that prove this, but I genuinely believe that the internet did not exist, all of us would be happier.
no.
I think the internet has done horrible things to the subconscious of all of us that use it.
Probably. But I also
believe
think
that.
it saved many of lives. There's invaluable information. I think as a society, we're generally smarter people because of the internet.
Fairs.
And I would imagine the life expectancy after the internet began on a global scale has immensely gone up.
Yep, I'm starting to get cooked. Yep.
Especially in like third world countries.
Oh, quality over quantity, right? Nah, I'm
I mean,
playing.
tell the people, I guess, were dying 20 years sooner because they didn't know how to do fucking CPR.
No, I know. It's
I mean, that's
tough.
the thing, you know? Like, imagine you're in a room with people and it's like, there's no internet, and you're like, someone just fucking needs
Has
to do
a
the
seizure or
Heimlich, and
something,
no one
yeah.
knows how to do the fucking Heimlich. And everyone's just looking at each other like, I know it's a thing, I just don't know what to do. And you just watch a guy fucking choke to death.
I didn't look. I opened with it's definitely convenient to have.
Yeah.
Very convenient
Very
to
convenient.
have. It's actually really convenient to have.
Like-
it actually might be the most convenient thing ever made.
It literally, yeah. it might be.
I just think
This includes Wi-Fi.
It's
by
also-
the way.
it's
I just
Okay.
think we abuse it in ways that nobody ever imagined to be used and intended. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
if it was purely used for the transfer of information quickly and effectively and efficiently and for optimization and making things more efficient, it'd be obviously great.
Right.
It'd be flawless. There'd be no
Right.
problems with it. But some of the things that have come out of the internet being a thing have no question in my mind impacted us severely negatively.
100%.
So I guess it's what you weigh up more, right?
That's why I'm in the middle. I couldn't be on either side of strong. I'm on slightly disagree,
Fuck
it is
you.
probably the greatest invention ever made.
but that's why I'm on slightly disagree
it's
because
not.
at the same time, people use it for the worst things possible. There are some
If you use it
fucking
for the best things ever.
vile, disgusting, like scum of the earth people that do disgusting shit on the internet, and that
It's
gives them that
just
fucking platform to like be able to do that shit, and they wouldn't be able to do that in normal life.
I think I
It did it before.
Yeah, and
KK
all right,
was
and I
around
guess
before
that
the
I
fucking
guess
Not
internet.
as bad, bro.
I guess that's only I guess that's a small population of it, but it blemishes it. Like
It 100% blemishes it. And like even like nowadays, right? We're hearing about like misinformation and stuff like that. It is so easy to just fucking say something out there and it get fucking plastered everywhere and it could be just completely false.
Before the internet, I could tell you the fucking president was a lying.
Yeah, you could tell me it.
And you'd have to believe it. There's no way you could look it up.
But if I see 50,000 people retweeting
well,
it, it's different.
There's no way you could look it up.
People
you
aren't-
have to go around telling people that
here's the
this
thing.
is what you
Here's
do.
the
No,
thing.
I
People
can
are-
make my own
pe-
inference
hold on.
and
How?
People-
you have nothing to go off of.
I can just say you're lying.
people aren't people
Based
aren't,
on what?
Listen, people aren't looking it up regardless,
Right, but they can.
but they're not.
But they don't.
But they
That's
can.
that's why
They
it's that's
can.
why it's
They can.
bad.
That's why it's the greatest invention because they can. It's not the point
You
that they
think the
don't.
internet's the greatest invention ever?
Yeah.
It probably has to be. Yeah, probably has to be.
You are. I
Well, the
hate you
wheel,
so
to be
fucking
honest, the
much.
wheel.
Fuck the wheel.
What do you mean? Fuck the wheel?
The wheel was gonna get made anyways.
So is the internet.
Nah, the internet. That's a masterpiece. Cinema.
Yeah, but there's I don't
I'm
know.
torn
There's
on
a
that.
there's a lot of. That's why I'm on
Greatest
slightly.
invention.
That's why I'm slightly because there is
How?
a lot of bad things that the internet.
You don't think the good outweighs the bad?
It does. That's why I'm on
immensely?
slightly. I'm not strongly agree.
Immensely?
I'm slightly.
Immensely.
I'm slightly disagree.
That's like saying electricity has done more bad than good.
No, it's not. That's way different.
It's not even
That's
close.
way different.
Oh,
that is
my
way
God.
It just kill
different.
people. It kills
That's
people
way
all the
different.
time.
That's way
It
different.
starts
That's
fires,
way
kills
different.
people.
Mike, that's
Think of
way
all the
different.
think of all the killing that.
Also,
has
you
got
got to think about like
electricity.
even like more so today.
the wheel.
Like
Think about the wheels. The wheel done more.
a lot
bad
of
than
people's
good.
attention
Running people
spans.
over.
A lot of people's attention
Speed.
spans are dropped
Cars.
immensely now. You got TikTok brain
And people
rot.
are smarter.
You just saw only 54% of adults are literate.
How much do you think it was before the internet?
Honestly, pretty good.
Bitch. Get the
Pretty
fuck
good.
out of my
Pretty
face,
good.
bitch. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Probably
Are you
lower.
serious?
It's probably lower.
Yeah, I would imagine it's lower.
It's lower, but
But
a lot
like-
of
Nah,
internet-
fuck
the
that.
internet's
It's
a
higher.
crutch
Fuck
at the
that.
same
It was
time.
higher.
the internet is a crutch at the same
That's the
time it
same.
is
Books
an
are a
amazing
crutch.
thing. No, it's not.
I bet you it was higher. Because people are no longer spending their time reading
It's true.
They're reading something
or
else.
writing. They're typing with their fucking thumbs.
No.
You know what I mean? Though, like,
I get your point, but you just say maybe you because you're on strongly.
you could put me down to slightly.
I'm just saying
agree.
I don't know how anyone could go not
What was the
wrongly
question?
disagree.
The internet has done more harm than good.
Yeah, you put me on slightly agree.
I don't get that.
I just think we abuse it as humanity. I just think society abuses it.
I think it's
So the internet itself has done nothing wrong.
no, but it has done harm to humanity.
This is like the
because
Tinder
of people
question.
that used it. No,
Tinder has objectively done nothing wrong.
it's
we
the
are
people
the
that
problem.
use it. Yeah, but we know
So they've
that.
done nothing wrong.
No, but that's inferred
like
in the
toast
question.
doesn't kill people.
That's inferred.
You
in the
gotta
question.
end this before I swing.
I'm
again.
just saying. I'm just saying.
He's done.
Has the sun done more bad than good?
It's gonna burn us. It's gonna kill
Look
us.
at the melatonin.
It's different.
How's it
If
different?
we were able,
Sunburns,
if
the
we were,
cancers?
if people were able to use like parts of the sun and throw it in different states every once in a while,
can
I would say it's bad.
you can.
Oh,
Giant-
name
What does that have to
name
do
him.
with the
Doc
internet?
fucking Ock.
What
Get the
does
fuck
that
out of here.
have to do with the internet?
Because it's a thing. Objectively, itself does no harm. It is only.
See what you're
based on
saying.
the
I see what you're
that's
saying.
not-
I see what you're saying.
Take that out of your
Why?
take that out.
That's
'Cause
the question.
It is inferred that it's the people using it. That,
Oh,
that's,
I read
that's
the question how.
Well, I
written.
said the question, motherfucker. So that's what I'm putting in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
you do how you want
There
to
we
do
go.
it.
So it's the same thing.
But I read it how I heard it.
See, you just thought that
I'm
point
good
last.
with that. If you, I mean,
That's
that was a
one,
good
yeah.
segment.
Me
That
too.
was good.
I like that, Josh. Good job. We'll
man,
do that
sorry.
again. That was good.
Yeah, we'll bring it back.
All corn eater.
But there you have it. It's another episode
Hate
in the
corn.
books of diversity. Hate it. Terrible.
Can that be the? That should be the. I want that to be the thumbnail. Us in a cornfield.
Us in a cornfield.
Schrodinger's.
It's gonna
corn
be this thumbnail is gonna be corn is good. Strongly agree, disagree.
eater. Strongly disagree. I hate corn.
Fucking title ever.
But yeah, there you have it. Another episode of Diversity Catalog in the books. Thank you for being here. We love you
Glad
so
you-
much.
That's my channel.
Thank you for the support. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you have not
to me.
already. Audio listeners, if you listened audibly, rate the podcast 5 stars.
100%.
You can consume us on Apple,
Happy to not.
Amazon, as well as Spotify. So if you listen there, rate the podcast
Subscribe.
5 stars. If you want more content, check out our clips on social media, Instagram, TikTok, as well as X. We post clips weekly from every podcast. Sports fans, I should plug the whistle on these. I haven't been doing that.
Fuck it, yeah.
If you're a sports fan, we do like sports as well. We have a series called The Whistle where
I like ball.
we've been talking about the NFL, breaking it down every week, reviewing games, picking games, talking about fantasy football, our woes
Spoiler: we're on a heater.
and our highs.
Are we?
I figured.
Absolute fucking heater.
With the picks?
Yeah.
their picks?
Next year when we do this, we should make we have to make a fund. We only do it after week 10. We start doing money line bets.
Oh, we should. Yeah, we should.
That'd be fire.
Actually insane. Like, we
Anyway.
just do our locks. We didn't pick the lock of the week, I think, this week.
No, we didn't. We gotta remember
I
that.
didn't.
Yeah.
Never
You
mind.
said it, but we never did
not
like the
have
thing. He did say it. Yeah.
Mine was the Saints.
Yeah. Just right at the top of the thing every week
Yeah.
on your paper so we can get it.
I usually put it next to the game.
You know what mine
Oh,
was,
yeah.
right? Pittsburgh.
Hell yeah.
I don't remember that. Slime.
Love you, bro.
Reach across the lane.
But yeah, we release every Saturdays at what, 12 Eastern?
Yep. 12 p.m.
12 Eastern, weekly, new episode of The Whistle. If you haven't subscribed, we're getting close to our sub goal. We're at 292. We've been
Right
stuck.
there. Right there. Come on.
At 300, we're going to be doing Thicket. We're going to be trying Thick Liquids. It'll be its own standalone video. It'll be a fun
Viscous
little
liquids.
challenge. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, you have it. We reacted to the presidency. What else did we do? Really nothing else besides that.
That,
Played a
yeah.
fun little game. That was fun.
Hope you guys learn more about us
Hopefully
and how
next
we
week.
tick.
All social media stuff.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Like the regular
God,
stuff.
hopefully.
there's
Yeah.
some funny stuff to react.
No more election talk.
But yeah, go forward. Spread love. We love you.